Hello everybody, and welcome to Allysair. I'm your Dungeon Master Champion Unit, or Matt. I go by he, him pronouns, and it is episode 13. Last time we were joined by a special guest called B-Man. B-Man is going to be the first one to introduce themselves.
No, skip.
Okay. First, the first person to introduce themselves is going to be Krim.
Oh, it's me, Skip.
What?
Skip.
Okay, fine. The next person to introduce themselves is going to be Misty.
Skip it. Not me. Not today.
Okay, and then the final person to introduce themselves is gonna be Voldy.
What color is the pile? Because I only have green skips.
It's yellow, Baldy. It's
That's
yellow.
a really fucking good joke.
It's yellow.
Okay. I can do my intro now. Okay.
Alright, B-Man,
Hi,
introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm B-Man. The B stands for buffoon. I go by he, him pronouns, and I play the monk dragonborn named Devine.
Following on from B-Man, we've got fucking Clary.
Hi, I'm Krim. I use she, they pronouns, and I play Clary, the Aarakocra rogue.
Following on from Clary, we've got fucking Nazora.
My name is Misty. I go by Misty, and I use any pronouns, preference for they, them, and I am playing Nazora, our Kalashtar warlock.
Finally, we've got fucking Clunk.
I'm Voldy. I play Clunk, the Warforged Druid. And I just realized I got the rules of Uno wrong with that joke.
You did, yeah.
You did. One thing I will say quickly, just before we start the actual episode, we're missing Mishra, or Tom, because he is busy tonight, and there is potential for Squid, but we're not sure, so they may pop in later in the session. As always, we do our best to get everything uploaded throughout the week in two cool forms. We've got Spotify and we've got YouTube. Spotify we upload up in two parts, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday. No, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday at 7 p.m. GMT. And on YouTube we upload it on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. GMT. We've got all of the cool social medias. I'm not going to waste any more time. Krim, do you mind rolling the fucking funny fucking
You know what,
intro
Max? I
video,
do.
please?
No, I'll run it. What? We're back.
Yippee.
I just saw the stream notification message. Oh my god.
What is the stream notification message?
I honestly don't remember.
Shit,
It was
yeah.
something
Hold on,
like, I think it was like, whoa, what time is it? It's Allysair. Oh shit, we have a child now. I'm 90% sure that's what it was.
That's
We have a
that's pretty
child
much what it
now?
is.
Well,
A child.
No!
last session, the party underwent the trial of combat against a star-filled copy of Devine. Hordes of kobolds formed as the party divided their attention between their main target and making sure they weren't overwhelmed. After significant damage, Devine prepared a final strike against his counterpart, but fate had other plans as Devine missed their attack. Hope was not lost as Nazora, the Archfey Warlock, fired an Eldritch Blast at Devine for him to redirect. The blues and oranges of Nazora's magic, mixed with Devine's innate elemental magic, overwhelmed this imitation of Devine. Exhausted and beaten, the real Devine reached out, touching a pearl of light left behind by his copy, causing his scales to glow prismatically. Reassembling in the main chamber of the temple, the party prompted Devine to stand on the central platform. The platform split, revealing a long, dark staircase. A voice in Devine's mind mentioned that the child of many will lead the way. Arriving in the final room of the temple, the party found 3 murals filling the northern wall. These murals revealed more details about Allysair's history, unknown to the wider population. A voice from above told the party that they were able to ask one question. The question? What do we not know about the breach points? Tevet answered,
smart.
informing the party that the threads of fate that surrounded them would have always led them here. Sorry, I'm trying to not burp at the moment. That the breach points were formed in the place between each destination. Actions of both the future and past have caused their fate. The final piece of information that Tevet provided was that the Veldza, the ancient race of Allysair, had been engaged in dangerous research, and a choice made by the celestial child had led to their extinction. Leaving the temple, Devine noticed 2 things. The first being that some of his scales had shifted in colour. The next was a small handprint on the rock that, when touched, revealed a frigid cave. After exploring for a moment, Devine found an egg, which hatched, containing a silver wormling named Allysair. After this new arrival, the party returned to the City of Malbory. But, as is common for the party, things were not easy. As they returned, the party saw the sky city of Kazare in the distance. Flashes of red light spread across the city, and soon, so did fires and destruction. This was not their only issue, however. As the party attempted to rest, a red light appeared outside their rooms. Upon investigation, this light revealed a young human girl who, in a moment of fear, unleashed powerful magic. After calming her down, this young girl introduced herself as Meredith. So we are in the Maiden of the Vine. Everything's kind of a little bit tossed around. Tables and chairs have been thrown against the walls as from when Meredith unleashed this powerful magic. Asriel kind of wanders back upstairs and goes to deal with their hangover, and by that I mean sleep. And Mishra is unheard of. Unseen, unheard of, doesn't exist.
Who's that Mishra guy?
Reduced to
Who
atoms.
was
Does
that
anybody
guy?
remember that? Do you remember that guy that was with us? Yeah, I don't remember.
You mean Glunk?
Hi.
Oh no, there's Glunk right there. What do you mean?
But-
Who's this guy? No.
But
Nizora, you were drifting off. Maybe you were asleep. It's up to you if you think Nizora would have been woken up by multiple tables and chairs being thrown at a wall. It's up to you if you think that would be the case.
Must have
yeah,
been the wind.
probably.
Yeah.
I reckon Nizora would rush downstairs with her hands kind of already swirling with those little how do I say this without sounding gross?
Just say it.
The prepare, you're preparing to cast a spell.
Yeah, that sounds better. I was gonna say like the pre-cum of Eldritch Blast, and I feel like that's
I love that,
Infinitely
though. That's
better.
hilarious.
Oh,
It's so funny. It's
Oh, hi,
really good.
Bobby.
Motherfucker's about to use. I mean, in fairness, your Eldritch Blast usually are tiddlywinks. So,
man.
My
We're
God.
5 minutes in.
before the
Very
stream,
long.
we were like, "Oh, this is going to be a mostly roleplay thing, so it's not going to be too chaotic." But 5 minutes in, we're talking about cum.
No, pre-cum,
Hi,
there's a
podcast.
difference.
No.
Dear Lord, I got
Anyway.
the Infinity Star on my character. I'm glowing colors. It's all good.
So Nizora comes downstairs, hands leaking with pre-cum, and sees a child, a glowing
God.
Devine, and
Devine isn't glowing anymore.
Not glowing.
okay.
Devine's scales have shifted in color,
He's
so
like
he's not
iridescent.
just a gray and green.
Why are you
No, he's
afraid
just got
of?
kind of very.
I just got plenty of colors. I just got colorful scales.
Yeah.
Looking cool.
And who is this?
Okay, calm
why are
down. The
tables
child is
everywhere?
already stressed.
Mm.
Meredith, this is
Okay.
Nozora. She's an asshole, okay?
Well, I
You
feel
see that-
yes, fair enough.
You see that Meredith kind of moves back a little bit as when you
she's
say
safe. She'll
this person's an asshole.
she'll do you no harm. She's just a bit of a dick.
Hello,
Okay.
my name is Nizora.
Hi. Blue on the bands, by the way.
Upside down. Blue. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm just
Why
making sure I keep track. of
are
that.
yeah? Why are the tables upside down?
Well, girl here, Meredith, right? Yeah, Meredith.
She nods.
And then I just stopped talking.
She
Okay.
got a little bit
Amazing.
overwhelmed. And now the tables are upside down.
The
Okay.
tables aren't just upside down. They are, multiple of them have been thrown against the walls. Some of them have been smashed in half.
Potato.
Nizora just
some
kind of
them-
looks over the destruction of the room and just nods slowly to herself and goes, I do this too sometime.
Hmm.
This is okay.
You
and
want some food?
immediately,
Oh, sorry.
Oh no. Immediately Nizora's kind of like the way she holds herself is immediately a lot less threatening. Her like chest isn't as puffed out. She's a lot more like she's slower approaching and stuff.
I have a question about this. Is
Mhm.
this you're putting on this kind of this act of being a bit more relaxed, or are you being more relaxed?
It's definitely more like a conscious effort to not make the girl
Okay.
scared.
This would be, I'm gonna say, a performance check.
Okay.
Because this is like a
My dice just fell into the fucking pits of hell in between the cushion seats.
that's not ideal.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, that's gonna be fairly in character for Nizora. I rolled a 4 with +5, so 9.
You see the this child that you see this child Meredith kind of. She looks at you. You can tell that she knows that you're putting this on, but she's appreciative of it. So she's not kind of backing away. She knows that you're trying to be a bit nicer than you seem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get you anything? Any food? Any water?
She's sat there currently just munching on a little bit of bread that Asriel threw to her before
Anything
heading
a
back
little more
upstairs.
substantial? Water?
I'm already
She
shuffling
nods.
out my cards. I'm passing them out.
She nods when water is offered.
I'm just gonna go behind the bar, grab some water.
Is the bar like open? Like, is the barkeep here? Like, what's happening?
No. So the bar innkeeper saw this unconscious child. You guys brought them in, laid them down, and went, go get help, basically.
We did do that.
And he went off to go get help. Yeah, he's still out.
Yeah, I'm inviting myself behind the bar, getting this girl a drink.
Yeah.
This
So,
looks like water
Meredith.
pours vodka.
50-50, hold on.
Oh no! I know
No, I'm
what
joking.
water
No,
looks
We're not
like.
intoxicating the
I'm joking.
child.
I'm joking. Don't worry. Yeah. So sorry. What were you guys saying?
Nizora leans over to Meredith, like still at a distance, but kind of like crouches a little to be more on her level. Which she doesn't have to crouch much. She's already like 5'2".
Yeah.
So Meredith, where did you come from?
She kind of looks over at you and like she glances at all of you. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
That's
where
okay.
I'm from.
Is it a
Do you
case-
know how old you are?
I think I'm 11.
Well, you think isn't a very certain answer.
Nizora throws a rock at Devine.
Impressive. Meredith flinches if you do that.
Wait, hold on. You're throwing a rock at me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, roll the
I have
roll
a
the rock.
very fun idea. Can I
Oh,
deflect
no,
this
no.
spell?
Point.
We
Can I
gotta
use
see if
that
it hits
deflect
first.
miss?
We gotta see if it hits first. Alright, Misty, roll to hit. This is just gonna be a dex based because I'm not gonna say. I don't think you'd be proficient in rock throwing.
No matter what happens, it doesn't
Probably
injure
not.
me. So
Oh, that's gonna be a 5.
Doesn't hit. This rock kind of sails past. You hear like the sound of glass smashing as you've hit a window.
Okay, you're gonna scare her more.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Meredith kind of flinches when you do that.
Apologies. He was being an asshole.
So
I give
I
you that
like
look.
kneel
Like, get
down
back.
near her and slide her over the water. So,
Mm.
is it a case of you don't know where you came from, or you've just never had anywhere?
I don't know.
That's
I-
okay.
As a point, sorry, I'm just gonna say, if you hear noises in the background, Clyde is trying to escape. Yes, I see you. Okay, no, he changed his mind. Meredith kind of like looks over and is like, I don't know. Everything's a little hazy. You can
Okay.
see that kind of tears are kind of starting to well up a
No,
little bit.
it's okay. We're not expecting all the answers right away. We're going to help you.
Hey Meredith, do you like animals?
Yes.
This year's
Nizora
fun.
makes like a psst noise. I don't know if that picked up.
It
Like
did.
beckoning a
Are you-
cat, and
Are you
And
summoning
Doug-
a Doug?
Doug just comes out from around her back.
I'll do the same with Harry.
I assume Lalir would also be just around like my neck
All
still,
the
how he is, and
pets.
everything. Now all the pets are
Okay,
just kind of now
right.
looking
I forgot
at
we had, like, a
the
zoo with
child.
us.
She's gonna get
Okay,
overwhelmed.
right, okay, hold on. We're doing this. We're doing this again. All right. Boom. That one didn't roll properly. Okay. Right. Who's first? So Nizora, higher or lower? It's a 50-50.
Higher.
Higher. Okay. Hold on. I'm keeping a note. I fucking threw that dice over existence. Right. Who was gonna be the next animal? Was it Voldy?
Yeah,
Okay. Higher or lower, Voldy?
lower.
Okay. And
Wouldn't Lalir have
Conven-
been there the entire time, not being a animal that I can summon, just kind of around my neck?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
this is, she's a little bit overwhelmed. She hasn't really
Okay.
noticed the fact that, there's a dragon and shit. All right, B-Man, higher or lower?
I'll go lower.
Okay. Right. So, she sees Doug kind of appearing around Nizora, and she kind of like looks at it. She like, fuck on it. She kind of goes to put her hand out to like give Doug attention. Would you let Doug, or would you do anything, or?
I'd let Doug go, and I trust Doug's instincts on this. Doug is more
Yeah.
personable than Nizora would ever be.
Yep. Doug kind of like plods over. You hear like the little kind of like click clacks of his kind of mantis legs hitting the wood. Kind of like sniffs her hand, and then kind of like nestles his head in, and you kind of hear him like kind of start purring a little bit.
Us?
Yeah.
Wait,
Um,
Doug purrs?
Well, he's a mix of animals basically.
Yeah, but it's much more of an insectile purr than a cat purr.
Yeah, it's like
Like
Like a
clickier.
chittering?
I can't do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
chittering. Yeah.
Clicky.
The next bit, so Clunk, you kind of see this going on. Harry kind of, would you encourage Harry to go over?
Not quite yet, because I don't want to overwhelm her. But
Yeah.
I'll make sure that she notices Harry, and if she wants, Harry can come over.
She kind of looks at Harry, and she doesn't seem as interested as Doug.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
And Davine, Lalir, what do you say to Lalir? Do you want to go over?
Well, at this point, Lalir has already backtalked me, and I didn't know that this only just born dragon even had a fully developed conscience. So Lalir can really do what they want. I mean,
I'm gonna roll
if they try to jump off of me, I would say I'd probably like say, "Hey, no." But if they don't follow
Okay.
me, I mean,
Lalir kind of hangs around your neck still. Doesn't really seem to be going over. The Meredith still kind of casting a wary eye. Lalir and fucking Harry. That's his name. It is Harry, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's been one of those days. I've just been forgetting shit. It's getting late. Things like that. You do hear, after maybe 5 or so minutes, that a distressed peacock Aarakocra has returned.
Oh no, he's gonna come
Um,
back to his entire thing overturned.
You see that this Aarakocra looks around, sees that you guys have kind of sat down with the child who's awake, and he kind of looks at you all, just kind of, he nods. He doesn't seem angry about the bar. He's kind of, you can tell that he's kind of like, you know, the bar being trashed is not as bad as this child not being okay, you know? He's quite
Like
forgiving
this dude.
about it.
Meredith, are you tired?
Yes.
You can take my bed. I've got a bed.
Okay. Yeah. You know, you kind of lead Meredith up to the bed, and she's still nervous.
I don't like force her into the room. I like leave it open, you know, explore and everything.
You kind of like show her the way and things like that. And, you know, after a while, you do hear, like, she does kind of get settled in, and you hear her like yawn before going to bed.
Lay
Door
out
kind
my
of closing
bedroll and
behind.
sleep on the...
Yeah. Is everyone else going to sleep?
This has been an entirely eventful day, but I have no idea what's going on. So, that kid just came through a portal.
Presumably,
Did
yes.
they need medical attention? I'm sorry. Do we need to, like, help them out at all? I feel like this is...
I mean, I cast Cure Wounds, but beyond that, I don't know.
I just
No,
realized, did the
we
person
spent
actually
from
come back with
beginning.
any help?
They did. Well, I mean, they came back, but they saw that, you know, this child was okay. As a point, the last session, Clary rolled a critical medicine check, and the only thing they saw was a scar on their arm, which looked like it had been done long before arriving. There were no cuts, no bruises, no signs of injury on her. It was just exhaustion, really. There you go. And you
Well-
gave her water and food, so it's like one of the main things you can do in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Devine sadly picks up his cards after not being able to play cards with the kid.
Oh, I forgot
Um,
about that. Sorry,
no.
I rushed her to bed.
Dang,
Fucking
wow.
Devine trying to steal her money.
Trying
you
to play a
can't
fun
gamble
card
with
game.
a child.
Let's give
Yes,
a kid
you
out
can.
You
money
said there
with
was
It's
gambling.
unethical.
Well, yeah.
She
The
can gamble her money if she
Aarakocra-
wants.
The Aarakocra bartender kind of looks at you all and is like, I suggest you all rest. If I can, I'll ask you in the morning about what happened here. But is she okay?
I mean, that's a good question. I didn't really get to check that much to see if she was all right. All I did was just cast a healing spell, and that was it.
Devine shrugs.
Well, it's better than nothing. Yes, it's no... I don't think I'll be charging you for the damage. Most of this is stuff I can sort out, and if the child is okay, that's more important.
Devine would like to stay up a few
Yeah, I was-
hours before going to bed and actually help put things back together.
I was going to say that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys all can... I mean, it's up to you guys, whoever
I'm
decides to
watching
stay
the
up
child.
and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
I mean,
You're on
there's...
child watch. I'm on fix and duty. With
Clary,
clean
as
up
you're kind of...
duty.
As you're kind of watching the door, are you in the room or out the room?
I'm in the room. I've like set up my bedroll on the floor, but I want to make sure she's like comfortably asleep before I attempt.
Yeah, I mean, after 5-10 minutes, you know, you hear the kind of like soft snoring noises of a
Doesn't
child.
look like she's having any nightmares, does she?
No, not. No.
Okay, well I will start drifting off to sleep.
Yeah. You know, after a while, Devine, Clunk, you know, you put you help the Aarakocra put the bar back together a bit, help kind of sweep up and things like that. What's Nazora doing in all of this?
Nazora is it's an excellent question, actually.
Would Nazora be helping?
No, Nazora would probably be grilling B-Man and
No
Clunk
way!
while they're No.
Nazora got some
Should we-
barbecue out.
The B&B man.
I need
Ah,
art of that.
barbecue.
I need
Yeah.
Where's my
Sorry,
fucking grill brush?
sorry, sorry. Fucking just Nizora grilling hit me so hard. I don't know why that was. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry,
no.
continue.
She's probably sat very unhelpfully while Clunk and B-Man are helping this
Yeah.
poor barkeep clean up his bar and
Yeah.
just grilling them for what the fuck happened while I was asleep, bro.
You know what? You
Yeah.
best roleplay this out. I want to know what you're grilling me on. What are you
A
saying to
hot
me?
dog.
So
That should boing boing.
I was gone for maybe a couple hours. What the fuck? What happened? Why is there
Sorry,
a child? now?
As a point, I just want to clear. Sorry, I probably should have cleared this up with you a bit beforehand. So you've been with the party the entire time, aside from with Meredith arriving. That's the only part that you haven't been there for. So I probably should have cleared that up a little bit beforehand. You've been there for the Tebet temple. You were there for
Yeah,
B-Man
no,
getting the
you
dragon.
did mention that. You did mention that in chat beforehand. I'm just how long had the party been separated from me then?
Probably
Basically an hour because you guys were all going to bed, and then this happened whilst you guys were about to go to bed.
I mean, it's still understandable that Nozora would still be like, "What the fuck? I went to bed and now there's a child."
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, I realized I hadn't fully cleared it up for how long that period was.
Well, either way, Devine goes, you know, you're a really heavy sleeper. You know, you should really just have noticed kind of the situation, read things. And anyways, why aren't you helping? Come on, what are you doing?
This is not my mess. I was upstairs.
Well, yeah,
This
but
is
you're gonna
your
make a
issue.
child clean it up?
No, the child is asleep. I'm making you clean this up. And even then, there is no enforcement of this. You are kind of just doing it of your own volition.
I'm gonna walk over to Nozora and try and push them out of their chairs. That way they start helping.
Devine stands there with his arms on his sides with a frown on his face, like that one coach meme.
Can I try and use Clunk as a footstool?
Okay, so this is going to be a contested strength check from both of you.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
That is 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a tie. So kind of Clunk, you go to push them. Nozora kind of like catches the table and stops falling over. Nozora, you try and put your legs on Clunk and using them as a footstool. Clunk just kind of moves out the way.
It's a tie.
Neutrality. Yeah. So after a while, you kind of get everything cleaned up. It's all kind of sorted. Are you all gonna go to bed?
Yes.
Okay.
Me.
Punk shoe me indeed. But
Nozora's probably gonna have a look at her bands for a bit longer as well and just try whispering different names that she's been known as.
okay. What names?
just to see if
I
there's
need
any.
specifics on this. Okay.
She's gonna use titles that she's been given.
Okay.
Namely that she's been given since she started ruling.
Okay. Any title that you use has no effect.
Okay.
Okay. So, is everyone going to bed? Everyone going beddy pies.
Yippee.
So true. Alright. Well, you can all take a long rest. But before you do,
Oh, I got too
Aw.
excited.
I know. There is a dream.
Oh god.
Oh
We
god.
haven't had one of these in a while, have we?
That's what makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it this time?
Who's it this
Like
time?
a roulette wheel.
Yeah. Who do
It
you,
probably
who do
does
you
have a
think
room.
it is? Who do
I'm
you think it
expecting
is?
Devine. Devine on Azora.
That'd be pretty cool.
I vote Clunk.
What about both? Ooh,
Wow.
Clunk.
I don't think voting works.
It's
I
not
vote
like I
for
have
a
a sheet
Clunk
of these
dream.
open. It's not like I have a
He's the
sheet of these
imposter.
open.
Get him
man.
out. Get him out.
Well,
No,
Pretty sussy.
Well,
I was in electrical.
well, Davine, as you
Knew
rest,
it.
you find yourself in a void filled with stars. In front of you, I fucking messed up. God, I'm fucking all over the place today. In front of you is the familiar face of Tevit. A voice fills the space around you. You have helped in ways far beyond your knowledge, and for that, I thank you. The stars around you begin to spin as the scene around you changes. And with that gratitude, a gift, something to unlock your future. You find yourself in a swamp. Looking around, you come to realize that this is a burial site. You see that on the hills are 20, 30 dragonborn. The Toad. Scanning through, you see two figures you recognize, though far younger than you have ever seen them. Your mother and father, Vester and Dala, exploring the site.
Mom, Dad? Wait, what is this? Hey, wait. What's going on?
Two of pure love, essential for you to have been who you were always meant to be. The scene shifts again to a sprawling forest, the resting place of another dragon. Again, your parents are here exploring. You have a grand destiny. Your clan have been the protectors of the dead. But you are to guide the living. An image of Allysair appears in front of you, and so do various other dragons. Red, blue, black, bronze, green, gold.
Oh my gosh, I'm collecting them.
Davine, fucker. Davine Tetslarkin, you are to be the emissary of dragons. Help the people of this world be one. The images fade, and you find yourself in the void again. But a
Wait,
strange
what?
sensation fills your heart. Go on.
Oh, I was just saying Davine's probably like confused. He's like, huh? Like, why me? What's going on?
I cannot force you to do this, nor make you do this alone. But you are the child of many, and I hope you will be the leader of many too. The dream fades, those words hanging in your head. B-Man, if you would like to check your character sheet
Oh,
under the feat section, I have given you a little feat. You are now allowed to look at it.
ooh.
Yes,
You are all welcome to take a. You are all welcome to take a long rest.
I already
Yeah,
made the
press the
sound. I
button.
can't make it again.
What was that? Sorry. What did you say?
Oh,
Sorry, I
I
didn't
said
hear.
I already made the sound. I can't make it again. I was gonna toad scream again.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. So, you guys all kind of wake up. You see that Clary, as you wake up, you see that Meredith is still kind of tucked in. She's awake, kind of looking around the surroundings. Yeah, she's just kind of looking around.
Is that...
Everyone else, you're in your. Sorry, I was going to say just everyone else. You are in your own rooms. Yeah. All right. Go on, Crum. Sorry.
Did you sleep well?
Yes. Thank you. She kind of weakly smiles at you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head downstairs for some breakfast. You're free to join us anytime. If you want to stay in here, you can stay in here. I'm not gonna force you.
Thank you. I may be down in a minute.
No worries.
Yeah. Yeah, Clara, you kind of head downstairs. You see that the downstairs has been somewhat cleaned up. as you're kind of walking by Asriel and Mishra's room, you hear, the intense honk shoes of Asriel trying to sleep off a hangover.
Man, those
And
drinks
you
took
hear the
him out.
sounds. Yeah, you hear the sounds of like hammers and screws and things like that from Mishra's, who is tinkering. You can tell.
Now, one rule is you don't disturb a man when he tinkers.
That's so true.
Bro, why is everyone in a silly mood tonight?
I don't know.
You're silly.
I've had work. That's my excuse. It's always my
Mm.
excuse.
Yeah,
I feel so out of character right now.
but yeah, you kind of head downstairs. The peacock Aarakocra looks very tired, but he still looks happy, I guess.
Sorry.
Well,
What's that?
I claim a table. I claim our usual table. Even if someone's sad, it's our table.
You see that table has a little bit of a crack in the side, kind of going down the middle. It's not completely destroyed. It still works. It's just you can tell
It's still our
it-
table.
it hit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, after an amount of time, you guys all I imagine you all kind of head downstairs. Unless you have other things you want to do first, which let me know.
Oh
just
yeah.
up now.
I immediately go over to Nazora. I try and find Nazora when I wake up.
Awake.
You guys all kind of reconvene downstairs.
I'm like, hey, did you by chance have a dream last night?
I had a dream where I was a fish, and I caught myself,
And
and then I ate
did he
my
talk
pinky.
to you? Did Tevitt talk to you?
Oh, no, I think he's mad at me because I called him self-important.
Oh, what? Oh.
It was a
Dang.
whole thing. Why did he talk to you?
Well, yeah, I just thought it sounded to me like he'd contacted you more than me, so I was assuming that maybe you also had some sort of vision, some dream. I feel like, yeah, I did have a dream, and
Whoops.
I don't know, it seemed to have given me some sort of purpose. It was confusing.
Right. What did he tell you? Did he show you some real cryptic shit?
I mean, I think every single time that we've conversed with this Tevitt figure, I think, yeah, there's definitely been some cryptic stuff going on.
That's
You
what
got
I'm
some
saying. He cannot
questions.
giving anything clear.
I mean, I get it, like Radal's man, but like it's tough. Okay, but yeah, no. Anyways, I was shown dragons, multiple. I point to Lalir around my neck and I say, Lalir here was even in the dream in that vision, and it was. I think. I mean, I was given a command to guide. I don't know where to guide, how to guide, but I assume that I assume that this is a goal that has been set for me by Tevitt. Now I'm quite concerned though where this leads me. We can bring it to the rest of the group. If you didn't have a dream or vision like such, I think it makes sense that we could convene with everyone else and talk on it.
Did you call him a prick?
No, I
shouldn't.
was just confused the whole time. Yeah, you didn't give me a lot of reasons for everything happening.
Yes, he never does.
Dude showed me my parents when they were young. Kind of weird.
I mean, are your parents alive?
Oh yeah, no, totally. Yeah, no, they're fine. I was just confused why he showed me my parents.
Huh.
Devine
Yes,
still
I
doesn't
think it
pick
could
up on
make sense to
anything.
see others.
Sorry, what was that?
Yes, it could make sense to see others.
So yeah, I assume we all convene then in the lounge area,
Yeah.
wherever.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry. British memory. Yeah. I mean, the Peacock Aarakocra isn't, is in typical fashion ignoring you guys in hopes that you aren't gonna trash his bar anymore or spit in his wine glasses or
He's been through it and he's still letting us
Spit in his
stay.
wine glass. I threw up.
What a trooper.
you know,
Is
he
the
understands that
child
last
about?
night was not his fault.
I
No,
call him
Meredith
over.
is still upstairs. Meredith is still upstairs.
I call
Um,
him over. Barkeep, hello.
yeah,
Oh.
he kind of like click clacks over on Talons.
Would we be able to get some breakfast?
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, he's like, yeah, for all of you, or...
I turned to Lilier. Hey, Lilier, what you want, man? I don't know what the menu's looking
Lilia kind of looks at you like, meat.
Meat? Oh,
Eat
man,
meat,
again?
meat.
Hey, you know what I had last night? The ground beef. Can I just get that again?
Peacock Joker's like, sure. He just,
I'll
like,
just take some
you
bread.
could see, like, eye bags under it. Like, he's got eye bags, he's tired.
I slide him
I
2
I feel
gold.
so bad for this guy. Yeah, I feel like
He-
I'm giving him like all my gold at this point. I feel so bad for the
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he takes the gold.
I am fine,
he,
thank you.
he brings you back, like, a big loaf of bread, and a big slab of meat. What
Azora
kind
is still
of
eating
meat?
her goblin jerky.
Before you ask,
Big
Meredith is
Oh,
fine.
you gotta-
Slept fine. I think I gave her the option to come down if she wanted.
I do just want to hop in for a second, and I know this is poorly timed. Mizora, what did you just say that you were doing?
I'm still eating my goblin jerky.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Yippee!
Oh
I
god.
thought we were cutting you off.
We forgot to take it.
You forgot. Oh shit. 5.
Oh no!
No.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be a D20 roll. No, you take 20 points of poison down. No.
Jeez.
Lay it out to me straight,
take-
Max.
You take 3 points of poison damage. This one is
Yeah,
like
fine.
gross. It does not. You know, you kind of like, it's one of those things. You know where you put something in your mouth without thinking about it, and then it's like, this doesn't taste right, and then you kind of like look at the rest of it, and it's like got mold growing on it.
I
You didn't
I
preserve
don't
it well
think I.
enough.
Yes. Damn. For all he said I was abusing his power, Tevis Star is actually quite fucking pathetic.
So, do you
Oh, dear.
eat stuff like that where you're from? I mean, it doesn't look too healthy.
I mean, meat is meat. Meat is a luxury. And, well, in Heredia, there is limited food supply. You get what you get.
Before you ask, B-Man, you have no fucking clue what Heredia is.
Yeah, I already
I
assumed.
could, yeah,
So what?
I could see that one.
What? Did you say what is that? Where? Huh?
Heredia. It is my plane. Where I am. How did Ezreal say?
Your
God
plane.
King
Wait,
Emperor.
so this is a field somewhere? I'm a little confused.
No, this is alternate dimension, I suppose. It is
Like-
how it was described. to
Oh
me.
right,
So,
you guys said
know
you
how
came
you
through
look
the
up
portal.
the stars and you see different things up in the stars?
Yeah.
There are
Mm.
there are some people living on those things.
What?
Well, I don't know if that is the same for me.
No.
Yeah, I
You're
don't-
mistaken. No, those constellations that are made up there are the gods.
Oh no, the
That's-
constellations, they're still
that's-
stars.
Oh.
Like that doesn't there are just different things to stars.
So you're stupid.
Excuse me?
You're stupid is what I call you stupid because you have outdated and incorrect belief.
Disrespectful. Well, listen.
I didn't
Hey,
Yes.
I didn't
Okay.
think I was gonna have to run a combat this session.
I was grown by like my parents and like like brought up in a more of a tribal setting. I don't get like proper education here. This isn't like I'm taught what people know around me. I'm not. So, okay. Well, this is just disrespectful. Now I'd go
Oh, so
silent.
less stupid and more uneducated.
You know what's actually kind of funny?
What?
This is out of character, Max speaking. There's a good chance that Davine is probably smarter than Nizora. Like,
Oh no, 100%. It does not take
like-
much.
yeah, it's one of those things. Like, I don't know your intelligences off the top of my head, but I think like
Mine's
it's
actually
also
not so
due to
great.
the. Well, I mean, it's also due to the fact that, the levels of intelligence on the two separate places are different. So, anyway, yeah, and
Has the meat arrived yet?
the meat has arrived. It's a lovely chicken. He brings you a chicken, which honestly is a little bit fucked up. Now that I think about it, he doesn't
Yeah.
bring you a
This
chicken.
Aarakocra brings out a
not-
roast chicken.
That's not that
It's
bad.
really
I
funny.
mean,
He brings a,
humans
a
are mammals
slab
who
of
eat
pork.
other mammals, you know.
He brings a slab of pork out for you.
Okay. Is it like chunks or like what is this? Is it just
I
like
mean,
a full
you-
entire slab?
It's just a slab.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask for some silverware, sir. I'm gonna need like a knife and fork here.
He just
I
kind of
know,
points
it's
at
not
your
cooked.
scales and he's like, just use
What?
those.
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying that I can use my scales. So that's like if I looked at you and said, "Oh, you want to cut something up? Oh, why don't you just like I don't know, use like claws against it? You're not gonna dirty your
Yeah.
claws to do that. Come on, man.
I mean, I
Yes,
I have
makes
I have
sense.
done that multiple times.
Right. But
is
listen,
very
if you
common
have
in our, like-
silverware.
He holds his hands out to you, which you see are like he's got basically 3 talons, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. He's like, these aren't good for silverware.
Exactly.
It's very
It's
true.
kind of-
it's
it's
very
kind
These
of
aren't
true.
good
hard
for
to
silverware
hold.
either.
He's kind of hard to hold the silverware.
Oh, that's what you
With-
mean. Oh, I see. You
Yeah.
mean that it's not good to hold this. Oh,
Yeah.
Listen. Okay. Do you have any still? Listen. I'm sorry. This is now insensitive of me. I'm so sorry. Listen. Do you have some though? I don't want to rip this apart. It just gets between the scales. It's really
He-
not comfortable.
You see, he smirks and he just kind of tosses you a fork and a knife and fork.
Thank you. Thank you. I slide him a
Listen,
gold out of
you guys-
embarrassment.
Dude, you guys have given this guy like 5 months of wages at this point.
See, this
is
Because
great.
we
real reason he
feel
hasn't kicked us
bad.
I do. I feel
Yeah.
bad. I want to pay for the damages, and I feel bad that I just
Mm.
argued with him over this.
You can't get rid of this table though. This table's our table.
Yeah.
Can't
Um,
replace the
Either way, I
table.
Yeah.
cut these things into sizable chunks for
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
So,
Here you go, little ear.
Nom 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 nom.
while the child is still upstairs, we should talk
Yeah.
plans and next step.
Oh yeah, I had a dream last night. I
What?
forgot. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
So you know how like me and Zora here were both pretty much contacted by the worm guy, what was it, Tevitt?
The guy
Yeah,
we
so,
saw in the basement.
Yeah, the one who gave us the cryptic answer. I'll be honest, I don't remember the whole entire thing. I should probably have written that down. Dang, did somebody write that down?
I
It's
wrote
just-
scribbles. It's like shorthand.
Oh no. Well, anyways, he came to me in a dream, and essentially I was approached by him and shown, I think, the past of my parents. I think the origins maybe of where I grew from, where I was. I hope that was not where I was conceived. Dear Lord, oh my gosh. Devine's eyes like just grow wide. He's like, oh.
Your parents
I wanna
fucking
forget
bury
that one
us
of
Davine, we
alive.
can skip over that
wanna
part.
forget
I
the
don't want to
dream
know
now.
either.
Okay, well, anyways, on to the more important thing. He showed me a little Lear here, and then I point to Lear around wrapped around, just eating some meat, and
Mhm.
as well as some other dragons, and essentially said that instead of the doings of my clan's past, burying the dead and bringing dragons to peace, I should be leading the alive, I believe is what it was worded as. I might have that wrong. I paraphrase. Either way, I was showed many a dragons, and I'm feeling more called now to something else. I should stick with you all for the rest of the day, but I feel that this might be my last day spending time with you all. I think
Are dragons
I think that dream meant
currently
something.
like war or like some sort of conflict?
well, not that would I know that actually, DM.
No,
Not that
there's-
I'm sure of.
Well,
What was that? Sorry, I cut you off.
I was gonna say no. There's nothing. That's not been. There's no recorded war of dragons, if that makes sense. The dragons a lot of the time will keep to themselves, kind of only helping, kind of. I'm gonna phrase it as mortals because that's the only thing I can think of in my head. Kind of only helping the kind of mortal races if there's something to gain from it themselves.
Yeah.
Um,
Like whether it's riches or it's
riches, knowledge,
yeah,
magic,
something like
things like that.
that. Well, from my understanding
yeah.
then of the dragons, it's not likely that there's any war or conflict, but there isn't much to bind them together. I mean, there isn't much that they like to do with other dragons. They seem to be more solitary. It could be maybe a destiny given to me by Tevet to maybe bring dragons together. Maybe it's not to bring dragons together. Maybe it's to go and discern what I can from them. Maybe it has a greater purpose. I mean, we saw the murals that were down in that bunker. The images of the great worm along a barren land, bringing about great people. What I assume was that other one, and then eventually growing tired and weary. I would assume then that maybe it's my quest to bring about more energy. Maybe it's to even get to the point where I can meet the worm. Maybe even help Tevet. I don't know. Either way,
Well, if that's your
it seems to be leading
calling,
me elsewhere.
who are we to deny that? You are free to stay with us for as long as you wish. You're pretty cool. And if you ever need help, I was gonna say you could find us, and then realize it's probably hard to find us, and realize again it probably isn't hard to find us. We're a weird group of people.
Hey, you know what? I'll probably be around. Anyways, either way, kid that we have to deal with.
I mean, I don't want to like go
Wow.
upstairs and like pressure her to come down, but plan wise, I mean, we still wanted to talk to the council right about breach points. I reckon we should
Yes.
also
Mhm.
bring up the weird red shit and the child as well to see if we can actually find where she came from.
You know, there's a good
Mhm.
chance that the council likely saw what was happening on the floating islands of whatever the name was that I
Zach.
can't remember. That's
Yeah.
the one.
And like the weird flashes of red we've seen multiple times now. We've seen it here in Malbory, on Kazare, when Meredith appeared. That's too many to
think
just
there's-
be a coincidence.
Yeah.
You think there's any chance that there actually is some communication between the floating islands of Kazare and here? Like maybe they actually know what happened, or is there?
Honestly, I have no idea, and I guess the only way to find out is to talk to the council.
Well then, should one of us stick behind with the child, or are we going to bring the kid with us as
I
evidence
feel
of
like we should
these
bring her
portals
with
be
us.
If
Well,
she wants to.
as you guys are kind of talking, you hear like a little cough from the stairs. And you can see that Meredith is kind of just sat there. Like,
Hey, morning.
hi. Sorry for listening in, but I would like to go with you guys.
You are more than welcome. You need a drink or anything to eat before we go?
I hold
Yes,
up a
please.
slab of pork chop.
She kind of looks a little bit like, what the fuck?
Is it raw meat or
doesn't-
cooked meat?
I heat up
just-
my hand and I smack it to it. To start cooking.
Devine uses, multiple instances of flurry of blows of fire to just cook the pork to perfection.
Boom, boom, boom,
Um,
While
boom,
also tenderizing
Much like
it.
the
As I'm punching
much
it.
like the chicken.
Do you like it rare or medium rare? What do you like? No.
No. As a point, I did roll a stealth check for Meredith, kind of listening in on you guys, and got a 19.
Oh, she's
which
out of our
beats-
range.
Yeah.
She's out of your range. Yeah. You guys kind of like, Meredith kind of like makes her way downstairs. She sits in the empty chair where Asriel or Mishwood would be sitting. Either or, I'm not fussed. And she's like, I don't know how much I can contribute, I guess, to this these conversations, but I would like to go with you just because you seem to be the only people I know.
You're from Allysair, right?
Yeah. I
Okay.
just don't know where.
You know what? As long as you're from around here, that's better than being from where she's from. And I point at Nizora.
Hmm.
Nizora nods.
Because that I couldn't help with. But this I can help with.
Yeah. But yeah, what would you guys like to do? Are you gonna talk to Meredith, or head off to the council?
And what time is it?
It's about 8 in the morning.
It's probably a
Um,
bit too early to visit the council.
The kind of
Morning sounds
Yeah.
about council time.
the peacock Aarakocra just kind of like leans over and is like, they are usually open by about 7.
You know what? That makes sense. I'm not used to things being so early.
You know what they
Dang
say
daylight
about the
savings
early
time.
bird?
It gets the worm!
No, that's
Did it?
that's gross.
Is that not it?
No.
What is it
He
then?
kind of shoots you a weird look.
What is it then? What does the
The
early
early
bird
bird
get?
gets their chores done.
That's fucking stupid. Sorry.
Well,
Makes sense.
It's
Get
the
out of my
worm where
inn.
I'm from. okay.
kind of like waves
You're
his
from
hand.
here.
Yeah, you are from here. Anyway.
I am from here, but like, not
yeah.
where I'm from, not where I grew up.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, so are you guys gonna go speak to the council?
Maybe we talk while we walk. We make some progress while we're chatting.
I don't believe it's
See
the
if we can-
early
have a-
bird get
have a
the
little
early
chat.
bird gets the fucking chores done. Why is it not the worm?
Why? Also,
Well,
the worm is
want
meant
the
to be the
worm.
goal. I thought like
No,
you'd
no,
want,
no, no, like
something
a different. Wait, which worm are you talking about? You're talking about dragon
no, I'm
worm
talking
or
about
worm
like actual.
worm? Okay.
Okay. Well. Okay. No, actual worm. I was saying like the worm is the goal. It's like something you want. You don't want to get chores done.
Exactly. Like what the? I feel like we
Man.
should discuss this on the council.
Yeah, really.
This should
Aarakocra
formally
culture,
change.
like, this really needs to get done. Need to put like posters up.
Yes.
Devine pulls out a piece of paper and starts to draw.
No. I think
Oh,
that
God.
like the text should go like at the top, like bold, not in the middle. I think it should go up there.
You know what? Roll me a persuasion check. We'll see how effective these signs are.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm actually making signs. Oh, let's go.
Can I give Devine the help action?
I mean, I heard you roll your dice.
No, you
So-
didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I did, Krim. I'm across the fucking.
I rolled a
hallway from you.
1.
Krim, what did you roll? Yeah, that's
Wait,
what I
am
was
I
thinking.
rolling or are you rolling? 'Cause I
You're,
thought
you're
I was
both
gonna-
rolling.
We're both
rolling.
rolling.
I rolled 16 flat.
What's my plus to
No way.
persuasion?
Nizora
0.
squinting at the paper.
Yeah, I have a +0 as well. I'm just 16.
16? Oh, fuck. Alright. D-Man, Devine, you actually, you're sat there like, oh, maybe this is a good idea.
Okay, can I
Um,
describe
yeah.
what I draw as a poster?
Yep, just let me quickly go through. Clary, you're sat there like, this is fucking stupid. This is a stupid saying, and it's clouding your judgment. Anyway, Devine, what do you do? What do you draw?
I draw like one of those like "We Need You" like war posters with like Uncle Sam, but instead it's a worm and it's pointing like one end of the worm like out of the poster, and then one part of the worm is like wearing a little hat, and it's like "We need you" to say early bird gets the worm. That's all it says.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Artists,
it just took
please.
Uncle Sam into a worm. That's literally it.
Fuck's sake. Okay. Okay.
What am I
as you
looking
kind of
at?
yeah. As you've put up a couple of these photos. You see like a couple like Aarakocra like, yeah, that is a better say. You see like an aged Aarakocra's like, respect tradition and blah, 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 blah. In the classic old person way. You kind of after a while you do end up the Grand Nest, the council building.
We still got the child.
Yeah, the child's still there.
Okay.
Hey,
No, the child is gone because you looked away for 2 seconds.
hey,
I'm holding a
Meredith.
grudge.
I like kneel down to Meredith. I know that this is probably already all very overwhelming for you. If you don't want to go in, you and me can stand outside if you'd like.
I would like to be with the most of you. Just
All right.
good to be with people I know.
Sounds
Doug
good.
is by
All
her
right.
side the whole time.
Yeah. Doug gonna like do, just like no thoughts, head empty.
I like to think Doug also went to sleep in the same bedroom as her, like curled up at the bottom of her bed, and because Nazora can occasionally check through his eyes to make sure things are okay.
I mean, yeah, you can do that, but Doug's eyes were closed, so
He
he
was
just kind of sat there in the dark.
sleeping.
He was sleeping. He's like, no, you're not allowed to look through my eyes. Because I found that funny. Yeah, I mean, you guys have made it to the council area. Do you want to go in?
Yes.
Yep.
Don't make me question myself.
Do you want to go in?
I think I
Um,
do.
Are you sure about that?
Ooh.
I kicked down the door. That's how much I want to go in. I really want to
I
go
need
in.
an answer, Krim.
Let me in.
We're
There's
going
a,
in.
You know, the young magpie receptionist kind of looks up and is like, "Do you have a meeting?"
No,
Are we
we're
able to
making one now.
schedule one? Like right now?
Oh. Yeah, polite approach.
She kind of like rifles through her notes. It's like, I suppose so. Oh, internet's being a little wobbly.
Is it?
On my end, it is. Oh well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, a little bit, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, no, the magpie Aracope was like, yes, that should be fine. But we do have another couple meetings today, so please don't take too long. Yeah, you kind of get led into this large open chamber. The various members of the Malborian Council are here. You recognize, was it Clary's father? Kree is here. You recognize Zukalad, Kautira, and Kautira the pigeon, Aarakocra, and Navar the warbler, Aarakocra, are also here. There is also a figure in the corner, which only one of you recognizes, which is Nazora. Nazora, you recognize this figure.
Is it Zagrua?
It is Zagrua, yeah. This duck Aarakocra is kind of stood there looking at you all. They kind of like, as you guys are walking in, they do smile at Nazora. But kind of like, you know, wait for you guys to kind of make your case. I'm just gonna quickly change the music up. Bam.
Bam.
Come on. There we go.
Kaplooey. Bam.
Yeah, it's
Zow.
just different music. Yeah, so Kree kind of looks down and is like, Clary, I was not expecting you. And
Sorry to burst
Davine.
in.
It is no worries. We were in the middle of discussing the attack on Malbory.
That's what we came
If
to
I
discuss.
remember correctly, you were fighting the, what was its name? Cowduck?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
We were discussing why it went after you in particular.
It was targeted?
From
Wait,
what
did they not really go for anybody else?
From what we saw, sent out across.
Oh, internet is fucky.
Oh god.
I have a red square.
I had. Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's green now. We're good.
Okay. From what we could see, there were general forces in the city. Groups of orcs attacking in various locations. That creature was the largest of its force, and it went only for your party. And we were trying to figure out why that was.
Hey, I was also curious, sorry, not to pipe in or anything, but I was also curious related to those attacks as we saw another, what seemed to be a string of attacks happening on the floating island of Kazair. Does anybody know anything about that? Maybe it could relate to the fact that there was an attack here in Malbory.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Gotta find out if they know anything.
No, it's more so I know what they know and I need to double check what they know.
Heard that.
Are you
so true.
trying to see if they know anything?
No,
I know what that's like.
I know what they know. They need to know what I know. So the kind of Zukalad, the kind of eagle-like Aarakocra, kind of looks over at you and is like, "We have reason to suspect that Malbory City was one of 3 that were attacked."
Was a third?
So
There was.
third.
Well, as you seemingly know, the Sky City of Kazair was attacked shortly after shortly after Malbory. But over the night, the city of Altera, towards the northern part of the world, not the world, the continent, was also attacked. They were around similar viciousness. We were able to fend them off from speaking to various wizards. The other cities were able to fend them off, but not before extensive damage was done.
Was it known if they were the same attackers, the orc-like figures, or is it
Well,
different?
it is interesting. Here we were attacked by orcs, predominantly orcs. In the city of Kazair, there were reports of creatures. Their names are gnolls.
Oh my
Almost
god.
hyena-like in their stature. There were also reports of goblins in that attack.
Shit.
Yep.
The city of Altera was a mix of all 3.
Misty, you think of what I'm
But-
thinking?
I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what are we thinking? Just curious. I
A
don't
mana
know
beast, a terrible thing.
Did the goblin jerky have consequences?
It is. I suspect.
Every single time you eat a goblin jerky.
I'm gonna lean over to Clary and whisper so that the council can't see, can't hear. Just I suspect.
Roll a
we may be-
performance. Roll a performance for me.
Why is it performance?
Would it not be stealth?
That would actually make more sense. Roll a stealth. Well, actually, no. No,
No,
because,
can it be performance though? Can it be performance, please? Because
well,
performance is
'cause
it's
you're-
performance. Okay, unnatural 20.
Stop. Okay, hold on. So stealth makes more sense because you're trying to sneakily talk. However, it doesn't make sense for you to be talking using your dexterity modifier. So yes, performance would work.
Why
This
am I
is what we need to
doing this?
justify.
What do you
I
have on your
telepathically
sheet?
tell Clary.
Well,
I telepathically-
You've already said you whispered. And
Okay.
you got a 20. You got a 20.
I did, yeah. I suspect we may be dealing with that rhyme, you know, about the
Beast, the
invisible
horrid
king.
thing, the terror of the invisible king, servant to a forgotten lord, protector of a broken ward.
That is the one.
I said it right,
Do I
even though it was
overhear this?
written wrong in my notes.
Because if I heard that, my character would have looked back like, "What on earth are you saying?"
You know what? Actually, Devine. I'm gonna say Devine hears it because he stood next to you guys. Like, he stood right next to you guys. Devine, roll a history check for me real quick.
Oh my
This is
This is gonna
god!
be a high DC.
Oh.
This is gonna be a high
You
DC.
better
Any
know!
high DC? Do I get at least like a advantage of some kind?
No. No.
Oh.
Roll well, please, I need to know more!
I already rolled.
Oh, did you
What
roll?
was it?
7 minus 1, it's a 6.
Oh.
You have no idea what that was. You just think they're doing poetry.
I do.
Do you
My
think it's
character has
good?
no idea what's happening. Guys, nice bars. My goodness.
Just a quick question. What time did Meredith appear last night?
It was about. So, hold on, I gotta put this in my head. So, it was about 6 p.m. when you got back to Malbory, and that's when you saw the attack on Kazair. You saw. So, the attack on Altera was after that by a couple hours, maybe 2 hours. So, about 8 p.m. What was it? Meredith appeared at midnight. So.
Okay, my theory's out the window.
What was your theory?
My theory was that Meredith came through one of the random portals that was on its way to Altera, and Meredith kind of popped through. That was my theory, but timing doesn't line up.
You see Zagrua kind of well, like all of the council members have their own kind of chairs and things. Zagrua has just been kind of stood there. But like with a wave of his hand, you see that the floor kind of grows, and you see that like a tree almost begins to form in the shape of a chair, which he sits down on.
Bro needed to take a seat and did it dramatically.
Yeah,
Me
I mean
too,
he's
bro.
a druid. He's a powerful druid in
I
a
like
city
the
made of
style.
trees. Yeah. He kind of looks all over, looks over at the group. Yes, well, we were trying to figure out ourselves why this city had been attacked and why the others had as well. So far, the results are inconclusive. We have reason to believe that these were just 3 random attacks. But the time
It's
between
bullshit.
each is worrying.
That seems more coordinated.
Absolutely.
That
Even
is
more
what we were
concerning,
thinking.
we do have something else relating to the these portals and these attacks. More or less the portals than the attacks that has come up amongst us. We hope it means no
Among Us?
no
Among
actual
Us?
issues. We did actually have something happen last night at the tavern. We did have a portal. We think it was a portal. I mean, we saw red light show up, or was it red light? I can't remember.
was
Out of
red,
character.
yeah.
It was red light.
red.
It was red.
We did have a red light show up, and well, this girl came through.
Meredith kind of like is kind of like stood behind you guys. It's like she kind of like nervously waves.
I just always think I'm gonna betray you. What's up with that?
He's still a little bit shaken from the event.
Zagrua kind of looks over and is like, well, it is nice to meet you. You see that there's the God, I forgot their names. This is the thing. I didn't make these characters. I had to make them up on
I
the
think
fly.
I have the names.
I have their names. Don't worry. It was just I was trying to remember which one's which. You see Kaltera, the pigeon Aarakocra, and Navar, the warbler Aarakocra, both kind of look at each other. Navar, the warbler, looks over and is like, "How do we know we can trust this child?"
You have a problem with her? And Azori kind of puffs out her chest and stands to full height, which really isn't that intimidating, but the way she's staring down her nose at them. Can I roll an intimidation check?
You can.
Probably not the best idea to intimidate a council of people who could kill us, but
It's okay, one
Cool,
of them's
that's
my
an-
dad.
18 plus 7, so 25.
jeez.
He does look. He looks down at you. You know, you can tell that he's not wanting to fuck with you.
There are 5 of us watching
he
her.
looks over. He kind of looks over. Well, yes, I understand that you may be watching them, and I appreciate that you want to protect them. But as far as we know, this child may be connected to those attacks. It was not an accusation, it was merely presenting a fact.
Well,
The rest of us also came through a breach point, barring Davin. How do you know you can trust us?
Well, to put it bluntly, I don't know if I can. He kind of sits down.
I look at Cree.
He kind of looks over at you, and you see him rolling his eyes.
Yeah!
Well, trust is something that obviously is far and few between, and we understand that we may not have your full trust. But of course, you can at least allow us to help you try to figure out a way to figure out what's happening, maybe build trust between us. You can't stand bluntly and not accept that we are willing to help.
The kind of pigeon Arakote Crow, kind of Kautira, speaks up and says, well, I understand that trust is something that we need to establish. I believe that this young one, and he points at Clary, is the daughter of Cree, which in my books does help. The reason we are asking you these questions is, as we mentioned, what seemed to be one of the strongest members of that force attacked you 6. I see that 2 of you are missing at the moment, but we are worried about why you were targeted.
Honestly,
been-
we are too. A lot of what we've been through does feel very, very targeted. But the answers to those questions just don't exist.
Well, I suppose that may be frustrating. Kind of looks around and looks at everyone as just like, if it will help build trust, then it may be beneficial to bring you into some information. We believe that the 3 attacks were coordinated by a group known as the Allysair. The Allysair have been around for many years, but always seeming to be disorganized. We believe that they are made up from a group of 3 races: the Gnolls, the Orcs, and the Goblins. They keep to themselves a lot of the time, but recently they have started making more attacks on smaller settlements. This is if this was an attack done by them, this is one of their largest scale attacks in history.
Have they had access to these portals before?
We have no reports from any of the cities of portals. The only reports that we have is those that saw them arrive, saw them appear in a red flash. No portals. We suspect some kind of teleportation magic.
So instant.
Maybe not even
Good to
teleportation.
Guys, I know this
We
might be a
have-
bad time to bring up this fact, but what color was the gem that goblin we fought right at the beginning of Benfrey? Was that red?
It was
I
red.
believe it.
Oh no.
shit.
Oh, yeah, that just clicked in my brain.
Now,
Tom,
Krim,
there
we've got to play the wonderful game of, is that coincidence or was that planned?
That has to be planned. It was a goblin.
I meant more so the red gem.
Goblin
But yeah,
had the red gem.
Kautira kind of looks over.
What do I know about the Allysair? Sorry, don't mean to interrupt.
Similar to, actually no. You've never heard the name of the group before. You've heard, every now and again there are kind of, when the Tald have come across other travelers and things like that, there have been mentions of oh, we heard that this town was attacked by a group of gnolls, or a group of orcs, or a group of goblins. There's never been a case of you hearing the name Ardzera, or them working as multiple, as a mixed group. The most you've heard are small villages and towns have been attacked. Usually, in the case of towns, they get, they manage to push them back. The villages have a bit harder of a time, just because they're a bit smaller, and you have heard from a couple travelers in the past that small settlements, maybe 10, 15 people, have been hit by these groups before and just, murdered, cold blood. That's about it.
What else? What other information did the council have?
Yeah, what did they say?
We have been speaking with multiple mages across Allysair. We've, what's the word? We are worried that potentially there might be a full-scale attack. This being confirmed, but not revealed to the larger public. The current Lord, Hilra Albright, has recently mentioned that he was visited in a dream by Avtis, the Lord of Magic, and given a warning that this group might be planning something within the year.
That's
Each city has been, we've been sent a number of small devices, and as that kind of happens, you see that Zagrua kind of like waves his wing hand, and like a number of kind of like small stones begin to kind of like float around the kind of like central table. They're called sending stones. They allow Well.
Sorry, Discord didn't pick it up, but I just heard Krim from upstairs go really loudly.
Yeah, I also heard that.
it
And I was
picked up
really
on stream,
confused.
and don't worry, it picked up on stream, and
Why did you get so excited? Jesus, calm down.
I love sending stones, and also I knew it was coming because you were talking about them the other day.
Yeah, I know. You see, like, they've got like maybe 3 or 4 of these. The kind of like the council kind of all share a look with each other, and you see one of the sending stones go to Zukalad. One kind of lands back on the table, and another begins to kind of slowly float towards your group. We would like you to take one of these devices. If you have any details that you can use to help us, then you are welcome to send us a message.
Did you say there's one on the table?
There's one on the table.
So is that one extra?
That one is... yes, I suppose so.
Well, I guess then it's a good time to mention this. I won't be staying precisely exactly with this group. I do plan on going off on my own for quite a bit, and there is a chance I could come across any amount of information that you'd be looking for, and, well, if you do need me to take one of those, I would be more than willing to take one.
You kind of hear like you kind of hear like murmur from the council. They kind of look over at you. Zagrua kind of like flicks his wrist and it flies towards you.
Bro, I catch it, and then I deflect, miss. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh god! Oh no! Zagrua is dead. You've killed him.
Finally.
No.
I guess
I mean...
I take the sending stone that's in front of us? Is anyone else grabbing it?
Well, I doubt they want Nozora to have it.
I will take it.
It's like the communicator from Kim Possible. It's like every time it goes off, it's just like.
I do have more questions, if there's time.
I suppose so.
I wanted to ask about breach points. Oh well, I know that's not the name you call them. It's the thing I disappeared through.
Bree looks kind of a little bit downcast about that.
Oh, I'm sorry! I just want to know, like, details and stuff, please.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but we know very little about them.
Was there
All we know,
research?
to put it bluntly, we haven't had the courage. The people of Allysair, we have seen these breach points, as you call them, before. They are rare, most of us seeing maybe 6 in our lives.
Oh, lucky.
You must understand that when these things appear, they show us a different place, and with how rare they are, not many are willing to risk themselves, to never see their families again, their friends, to uproot themselves from a life that they've built here. It is an unsatisfying answer, I know, but it is the only one I have.
I feel like it.
Nozora's sneering.
Well, as this moment kind of hovers in the air. Clary, with your passive perception, you hear it coming. You hear the sounds of kind of talons scratching against the wood. Someone is running up to the door. You see that the door kind of gets like flung open. There's a young parakeet Aarakocra. Blue
Phenomenal.
feathers. Blue feathers, kind of like bright yellow eyes. It looks over and is like, "Excuse me, is this is the council, yes?"
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck, B-Man? What the
What? Yeah.
Motherfucker, sorry, on my end, I thought you just went, yeah. Like in the most fucking seductive voice. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the council.
What the fuck
How can
are
I
his
help
bass
you?
tones?
Fucking hell. The parakeet Aarakocra kind of looks at you and is like, someone mentioned that Zagrua was here. Is he here? And kind of looks around and sees him. Mr. Rue, something's going on with the currents. The winds have gotten out of control. You see that Zagrua's eyes widen. This is not good. He kind of looks
Does that
over at
mean
your...
the meeting's over?
Zagrua looks at you and goes, "Well, it certainly is for me. I would appreciate the help if I can
Let's go.
take you with you." Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Nozora holds out a
Zagrua.
hand for Meredith.
Meredith will take it. Meredith will take it.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys kind of... I mean, Zagrua looks at the council and is like, "I understand the importance of this, but I feel like you can understand why I must go." And just immediately takes off. Like, flies out of the room. It's up to you guys if you want to follow him.
Yep.
Are you following him?
Yep.
Okay. Well...
Okay, I had more questions. I'll be back. I say that and I'm out the door.
Yeah. Well, as you get out the door, we're gonna take a break. Yippee!
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 Yippee! I can
Anyway,
only
is everyone
count
ready
to
to get
four.
back into it?
Yes.
Okay. You ready? Ooh. Do you know what I fucking should have done before we did this?
Your mum? Sorry.
Oh, fuck. You've met my mother. Stop saying that.
No, your mother's lovely. I'm sorry.
Alright. Anyway. Just, that in.
Put us on too early.
When we last left...
Congrats.
Words are
When we
hard.
last left... Fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm having one of those days, okay?
Was it
Alright.
meant to be insulting?
Alright. When we last left off, the party were visiting the Malborian Council, asking various details such as, ooh, what happened during that attack? And, oh, were any other places attacked? Things like that. Go watch part 1. Or if you're watching the YouTube video, yeah, smiley face. But these... this meeting was interrupted by a young parakeet Aarakocra, who kind of barged in with a message for Zagrua, saying that the winds of the currents were out of balance, essentially. You saw that Zagrua, this duck Aarakocra, looked very concerned about this and asked for your help before kind of immediately flying off. You all kind of following as close to them as you can. But you know, as you kind of you're traveling across the various things. Crib, if you want to put us on the map screen real quick.
Oh shit. On it.
Essentially, you guys are heading to this little area down here, the currents. Okay? I don't have a Devine on here, but it's not too bad because I'm not going to be needing that for this screen for too long. Sorry. Reaching this district, crossing over these large wooden bridges, you notice something that wasn't really apparent from the ground. There are a number of what looks like pipes branching out of the district. There is a sound of wind coming from inside. Zagrua kind of like flies in. Kind of like waiting for you guys to come in.
Go in.
I guess I walk in.
Everyone going in?
Can't see why we wouldn't.
I'm in.
I have a question. It's very important.
Okay.
Is Meredith going in?
Yes, but I have a hold of her hand the entire time, and Doug is on the other side of her.
Okay. When you enter this room, Krim, if you would like to, if you're still on the map screen, that is perfect. Else I will need you to go back to the map screen.
We're on it.
Okay. I don't have a token for the child, but when you enter, you see the carnage that this area is undergoing. You feel heavy and violent winds rushing past you. Tables, benches, chairs, anything that isn't nailed to the ground is being thrown around the room, rapidly changing directions with the wind. You see a number of people trying to get to the exit, some helping others. There's a large central chamber made from glass. The floor is covered in grates. This chamber is filled with a swirling vortex of air, presumably the only thing keeping it from causing more damage. You see that Zagrua immediately... let me just go get a token for Zagrua. Zagrua kind of immediately flies over to the central chamber. And kind of... You see him, like, looking at it with worry. This is
Can I try
Zagrua.
and fly over to
So
him?
are we currently being blown around like there's lots and lots of wind, or
Well,
are we looking at the area where there's lots and lots of wind?
as you guys have kind of made it in, you see that before any of you can like fully react, Zagrua looks back. The winds are out of sync. This could be very dangerous.
How can we fix it?
Well, I will try and calm the winds, protect whoever you can, and make sure I don't get hurt. And you see that he begins to channel a spell.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative for me.
Ooh.
This is initiative. Yippee!
Oh,
God, my fucking rolls today.
Mm-hmm.
That's an
Please.
8 for Nazora. I'm
Okay,
gonna put
that's
it
a
in rolls.
7. Plus,
If you can put them all.
sorry, I'm thinking
my
out
God.
loud. Oh God! Just look. Okay, Clunk got a 7. Davine got 17. Nazora got an 8, and Clary, got 10.
wow, I'm actually rolling a good roll for once. Let's go.
Yeah, you've
Oh.
taken it all from us.
Yeah, you know,
No.
today's been good for me. Today's been a good day.
You know,
I
good
picked up
for
a penny
you.
on heads, and I'm feeling good about it.
Good for you.
Alright. Well, you all kind of see Zybro begin to weave this spell. You see the winds are very, very violent, somehow raging through the glass. At initiative count 20, we have the wind direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The winds are flowing directly towards you guys, towards the southern part of the door. So that is one thing. And then the other thing is the first issue. Ooh.
Yeah, where is everybody? Where's all these people that we gotta save?
So basically, just consider like, let me just like, I'll fucking draw them as circles. Basically,
Oh no, the
there
wind
are
has turned people into circles.
Oh no!
there's like multiple groups. Basically, some of them are heading to the door, managing to get out. Others are, we'll get to that when we get to it. But because you're a guest and you're at the top of initiative, Davine, I need you to do two things.
Yeah,
I need you to roll a d6 for me.
absolutely. Okay, I rolled a 2.
A 2.
Not the greatest roll on a
Okay.
D6.
And I need you, at the start of your turn, to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh,
This is against the wind.
I haven't even gotten a chance to say anything cool yet or do anything. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, wait, what's my modifier? I got a 15 plus 1, 16.
15? 16. Yep. These winds are
Wait, did you say
battering.
saving
They're-
throw?
Saving throw, yeah.
Oh, it's actually plus 3 then. Oh, good, that's an 18.
18. Yeah, these winds are very violent, but you are managing to kind of keep your ground. Maybe through kind of like digging your digging your feet into the ground. You do have a sword, which maybe you've slammed that into the ground. But
Can I texture?
you can go for it.
Cool. Yeah, no. As this wind begins to come towards me, I begin to instead channel myself in a different way, angling my body towards the wind, putting my foot forward, and I want my scales to shift to a pure white.
Oh, immediately. Okay, right.
Yeah, I just
Okay,
wanted to
okay.
be like, something's off, but Davine doesn't notice that he's doing this. It just happens to
Okay.
happen, and then everybody else
Okay.
would notice this.
Okay, right. Okay, that is. You have activated this much faster than I was expecting. Did I specify if this was an action or a bonus action?
I don't think so. Oh,
I think it was a
it
bonus
is an
action.
action. Oh.
I think I was. Okay, sorry. It's supposed to be a bonus action. Action was my original thing. It's a bonus action. I'll sort it out at some point later. Okay.
Okay.
It's a
I mean,
bonus
the idea
action.
was I was going to use this for my action anyways, so
Yeah.
I was going to.
Okay. Well. So, Davine, this wind starts rushing towards you towards the southern entrance. Sorry, I'm eating a mint at the moment. But as you do, you see that the wind shifting has, it's still causing these objects to be flung around. You see a table flying towards towards like the southern wall. This I'm gonna just ping it real quick. This one over here, this southern wall, you see a table has been thrown at this is a dwarven man. I know it's a dwarven man is kind of pinned against this wall by a table. you see them kind of like cry out and become unconscious. What would you like to do?
Oh heck. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to. Whoa. Wow. You really gave me a lot with this ability. This is crazy. I gotta look
Yeah,
at
I
this.
know.
Hold on. One
I know.
moment. I was reading it, but I feel like I didn't read it all.
No.
Yeah. I
I
can.
know I gave you a lot.
I will. Well, I already have a plus 20. So was that?
Plus 20, what?
You'll see.
I can definitely walk all the way over there. I walk all the
Yeah.
way over there, and then is
You're
there?
here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab this table and swing it off if I can.
Yep. Make this would just be a straight up strength check on moving the table out of the way.
Nice. Okay. A straight up strength check. That's a 16 plus 1. I get a 17.
Yeah. You manage to push this table out of the way. It kind of, as you push it out of the way, it does get pinned to the wall again. But you've got it, to stop crushing this dwarven man. Yeah. Up next in initiative. I mean, that's your action, bonus action movement.
Didn't even ask me if I wanted to do anything else. Oh no,
I'm sorry. I remember. I'm sorry. I was trying to remember if you'd done everything. Have you done everything you'd like to do?
Is there anything else that's wrong in the room right now? Like, is there anybody else who really needs help getting out?
Not currently.
Not currently. But there are other groups of people in here. There's specifically
There
those
are-
other
there-
two dots.
Yeah. I mean, not specifically. Those are just convenient for the sake of me helping you guys figure out where like some people are, kind of thing.
Okay.
Um.
Am I
It'll
able to
be
lead
as
this
many.
guy back? Would you say on this same turn?
I mean,
or
he's unconscious. He's
he's
unconscious.
unconscious. He's unconscious. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm sticking with unconscious man over here.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that would be the end of my turn.
Okay. Up next in initiative is Clary.
What?
Clary, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
What shit is me next? Sorry, I was eating.
That's okay. I also have a very important question, Krim, before you roll the strength save. Are you flying or are you walking?
I'm flying.
You're gonna have
Why?
disadvantage.
Hey,
Because Clary's more stable in the air, apparently, but apparently not.
These winds are violent. Like, this is
She's been through
almost like a
so much
twister.
shit, bro. I
yeah, and remember what your first dream was.
physics, bro. You're gonna have a lot more difficulty if you're in the air with
So-
nothing to grab onto.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah. Anyway, what was a 3? Okay. Clary is kind of like you try and raise your wings, you try and fly, but you are kind of like tossed to the ground. You are able to move, but only at half speed this turn.
Okay.
So, and it would be your walking speed, so it'd be 15 feet.
Okay. Well, someone needs to shield Zagrua, I guess. I'll be a meat shield. Can I make it as a meat shield? I can get there.
Yeah.
Action,
bonus action.
That's a good. I can't really. Usually, I just hit things. I can't really hit anything. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
What?
create a psychic link
Oh. Yeah, okay.
because I can imagine it's
Who
gonna
you
be very
creating it
hard
with?
to communicate over these strong winds.
Yeah. That's a smart idea.
D6 for how long? I have it for 3 hours, and the 2 people, Zagrua
Okay.
and Devine.
Okay.
We now
Yep,
have a psychic link.
Yeah.
What was that?
Do you alert them? Do
am.
you alert them to this, or are you just Yeah.
It's
Zagrua kind of like
it's
oh,
Clary.
go for it, sorry.
Don't be scared. This is because wind, loud as fuck. You can
Zagrua,
talk.
it
Just have to think.
Over now.
You hear Zagrua in your head kind of go something along the lines of, I appreciate the concern, but try not to distract me, please.
I'll only talk to you when I want to. Need to.
Wow.
Need to. I can't think. My brain. Sorry. I wasn't prepared. I was eating my non-brand
That's
Doritos,
alright.
bro.
It's all right.
That's all I can do.
How is okay?
What?
You said non-branded Doritos. I was like, doesn't that defy the purpose
No.
of it being non-branded?
No, because they are non-branded Doritos.
They're just nacho chips, is what they're called.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they
Tortillas.
branded as.
Tortilla.
Anyway.
That's my turn. Yeah.
Tortillas.
Okay. Up next in the initiative is Nazora. Nazora, what would you like to do? Strength save.
Da 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 da. That's gonna be 10 plus. What's Nazora's strength? Plus 1. 11.
11. That's a fail.
Shit.
You also see that Meredith has also failed. She is kind of
Shit.
Oh no.
she rolled a 9. Meredith is like
Shit.
still holding onto your hand, but you can see that she's wanting to go for the door to get outside.
She's flailing in the
Okay.
wind like a flag.
No.
I'm going to. Okay, my priority in this is going to be Meredith.
Mhm.
So I'm going to try my best to get to the door, and I'm
Yeah,
going to send out Doug to stay with her.
Yep, the door is just 5 feet away from you, so you're more than easily able to get her outside with Doug.
Cool.
Yeah.
I leave Doug to guard her, and I say, please do not move from around here. I will leave Doug with you. You'll be fine. I must... And then I dash back inside.
So as a point, it's only like 5 feet to get to the door, so you have
Okay.
10 foot of movement. Because you failed
Cool.
to save, your movement is half.
This brings up a good question I have on my pad. Is Lalir like flying around the room? Like right
Lalir
now?
is kind of just clinging to you, and
Okay.
because you passed the save, he's fine.
Okay, good.
Okay, so there isn't
Actually,
like a
I'm just-
specific enemy we can fight, is there?
Not at this point.
It's a puzzle.
I don't
It's a
really know
puzzle.
what the fuck
We
it
just
is.
have to wait it out until
Okay.
Zagura does.
Okay. I see not much I can do here.
hmm
What are these purple circles again? Sorry.
So the one that Devine is next to is the unconscious dwarven man.
Right. Okay. These are people.
The other circles are basically just various other people, some of which are making their way to the exit, some trying to help others, things like that.
Okay. In that case, Nazora is going to Misty Step to the person by the collapsed pillar.
Towards the southeastern wall. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna try and like basic. Are they alive? And just stand by them, shield them from anything that's like whipping around.
Yep. It's a young Aarakocra Robin kind of fletchling. Not fletchling.
Adorable.
That's a Pokemon. Young kind of Aarakocra Robin in design. You can see that they're okay. You know, they got a couple cuts and bruises, but they are making their way to the door. Yeah. That's your bonus action to do Misty Step, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
And then anything
then
you'd like to do as an action?
do I actually have anything I can do as an action?
Do you?
I don't think I have anything I can do that would be helpful here. I am gonna just briefly flick to my familiar's eyes just to make sure that Meredith and Doug are okay outside.
Yep, they're fine. They're fine.
Okay. That's it for me
Up next in initiative is Clunk. Clunk, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Healing Word on the unconscious Dwarven man just to make sure he's all right.
It's 30 feet range, isn't it?
Healing Word is
Oh,
60
actually,
feet.
hold on.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say, I get that he's a big metal guy, but does he still have to do the check?
I was about to say.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yes, you do need to make the check. That was me forgetting because I said the turn and then Voldy immediately launched into it.
Alright, that is...
Which I appreciate.
That is a 17.
17, you pass. Big, hefty Clunk, you know, made of stone and metal, is unfazed by the winds at this point. Healing word. Do you want to roll your damage? Not your damage, the fucking
Damage?
damage. Healing.
You roll health and it
God.
actually just kills him.
God, what's the thing that healing word does? Damage. Yes.
Yes, necrotic. Of course.
Roll your healing, please. What level are you casting this?
Just first level.
First level.
All right, that is 6 hit points.
6 hit points. You see that the dwarven man's eyes kind of flutter open, his beard flowing majestically in the wind.
Incredible. You fall in
You know,
love.
you fall in love.
Davine looks into his eyes and is just like, "A lovely man."
It's the pride scales.
He starts glowing rainbow again. Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the dwarven man kind of looks up and he's like, he's kind of clutching his sides, like, thanks. And he seems to start moving towards the entrance exit. Oh God, I cannot fucking speak today. He's making his way. He's run out.
Moving.
Alright.
Oh wow, it was his move, I guess.
He
ran.
he ran. Clunk, is there anything else you would like to do? It was an immediate reaction to being brought back up. He had a held action.
Alright, yeah, I'm
His
gonna.
held action was when I'm not dead, I'm gonna run away.
That's a good
my
held action.
action all the time.
Um,
I'm just gonna use my movement to start moving towards this other group of people no one's gotten to yet. Just counting squares real quick.
I mean, healing word is a bonus action, isn't it?
It is, but I don't really have anything else I want to do as an action, really.
Well, I mean, you can action dash and get closer.
I want to stay in like the middle of Zagrua and the other two groups of people.
So, kind of like
Yep.
there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Now I get to do the fun thing again. Yippee!
Don't say that.
You see that the wind changes direction again, going to this direction towards the northwest portion of the room. This time, who was next in initiative? It was
Me,
Davine.
Me.
Davine, Clark. Clark, can you roll me a d6, please?
Okay. What if I said no?
I'm gonna come over there and punch you.
Did it anyway.
That's what
It's
I
a
do.
5.
It's a 5? Ooh. Can everyone roll a perception check real quick?
Uh-oh.
Please, I'm good at this.
I have a passive perception of 13.
Can
Does that
everyone roll
help?
me a perception check?
19.
Okay, this is the
21.
first time. Finally, I got a nat 20.
Same,
Oh
I
my
got
God.
a 20.
We're
Oh
so
my God.
good.
Let's freaking go.
Oh my god.
And that's a +3, so that's actually 23 in perception. Holy cow.
26.
21, 19. Oh my fucking god. Okay.
So what do we see, Max?
I see all.
We
all see
see.
As you guys kind of look around, you all kind of look upwards and you see this quite handsome fellow with long hair wearing a white shirt. He's rolling these weird shapes in like this weird dice tower looking thing. No, I'm joking.
Are we
Not
just
me. You don't see
are
me.
we playing a
It's me.
game?
No. What you guys see is towards the north. It's like kind of the not north. Sorry. Towards the west, there's a set of runes kind of carved into the wall. You see this red lightning kind of crackle over them, and then the lighting in the room starts to dim.
Wait, so like here on the map, or?
Kind of, yeah. Let me draw a circle in red for you guys.
Do we recognize the writing, or is it in just some like alien language?
It's runes.
And do they look
I-
like they're not normal?
We understand
It-
the
it-
rune.
I mean, it's magic runes, so the only person that would really have a solid understanding of what they are is Clunk, as they understand. They have Arcana as a proficiency, I imagine.
Actually, no.
I mean, even then, you're a druid, so I'm just gonna say that you fucking know that those are fucking thingy-mabobs.
Those are runes,
know.
silly.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys see these this red lightning kind of course across these runes. Yeah. Devine, it is now your turn. You roll something. Okay.
Okay. Wait, what?
Yeah. Just it's strength save.
Oh, another one.
Sorry,
of those.
I'm rolling some. I was rolling something else.
Oh wait, don't I have advantage on those?
I mean, what do you mean?
No, I don't. I thought I read something wrong. I read something wrong. Whoops.
Well, I think I know what you're reading.
Yeah.
You didn't activate that, so no, you don't.
What? I thought I did. Oh.
You activate. You get to choose one to activate at a time.
Oh.
You can
I
activate
see.
more than one at a time, but you gain exhaustion from doing it.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. Okay, yeah, no, it's all good. I rolled a 6 plus
dear.
1. It's a 7.
It's a 7. It's a strength save, so it was a +3 last time.
Oh, you're right. It's a 9 then.
Yeah. It's not.
It still doesn't.
You
Yeah,
still,
still
you,
not.
you still fail. You've got half movement with what you've got at the moment. That is, you've got 30 feet of movement that you can rock with.
Dang it. Well, at least I'm going over here anyways. How much is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what? That's perfect. I could
Yeah.
actually be right on it, but
Okay.
I don't suppose that's convenient.
I mean,
Um,
yeah. What are you gonna do with these runes that are flashing with red lightning?
okay, they're flashing with red lightning. Devine know one thing. Devine go punch.
Okay. Okay.
I
Right.
You just
I'm
hear
just
Clary
gonna.
in your brain going, kill, 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 kill.
I mean, you said lightning, so Devine's like, maybe let's match the energy. He would probably hit it with some lightning
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
Is
Roll
that
to hit.
okay?
Roll
I'm
to
rolling to
hit.
hit a wall. Heard. Okay. What's that? It should be a. Hold on. Let's get to the actions here. It's gonna be a
think you
plus
got a
5. So I
+5.
got a 18 to hit.
18
A
hits.
wall.
Yeah. Okay. Lightning damage.
And then I can also roll,
Here.
I guess, the damage if you want me to.
Don't roll damage.
No, but I want to damage the wall.
Devine. Okay. No. Devine, you have this kind of crackling blue lightning coursing around your hands. You see that this red lightning on the runes seems to be, it seems to be overtaking it. You decide, yeah, I'm gonna punch it. As you punch it, your lightning kind of mixes with the red lightning, and some of the red lightning kind of travels up your arm.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a success. You've solved the problem. The lighting seems to become stable. However, this red lightning is very painful.
Ouchie.
This is gonna hurt, basically.
Devine's
That's
gonna
12
die.
points of lightning damage.
Oh my gosh. I feel
Devine,
like I
no
should get
I
true
blown
rolled-
back a
thing.
few
Punch
feet.
and die.
Yeah, I feel like Devine
Yeah,
should get
I-
blown back like 10 feet.
Yeah,
after
no,
that.
you get sent back about like 10 feet.
Would you say that was a projectile or even maybe a missile?
No, I would.
Who's your
As a
main
point,
director?
I tried.
as a point, that was 1d12, and I rolled a 12.
Jeez. I'll
Yeah,
knock back a
12
few
points of
feet.
lightning damage. You get knocked back like 10 feet, so you're gonna go back another one as well. The lightning, your lightning kind of overtakes the red lightning. The red, some of it kind of crackling around your arm still, but
Yeah.
the lighting becomes stable. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, do you have a bonus action that you'd like to do? You've done your action because your action was
Um,
fixing the fucking thing.
Yeah, I guess that was my action. I'm curious, is there anybody up here who's in need of help? I know that there's like the gust of wind going this direction, right?
The gust of wind is to the northwest, so this direction.
Got it. Well, I don't really want to run through that, but
No, as in all of this room.
oh,
Yeah.
this whole room is
So
blowing in that direction.
so this whole
Oh,
room is blowing in that direction.
I see how it's working now. Okay, got it. I thought that it was like more like you to get blown over. You'd have to do a check running through there. Okay, is there anybody
No,
up
no,
in
no.
that direction?
No, there is not.
There's not. In that
There is
case,
not. At this plot convenient time, no, there is not.
I will use a bonus action, spend a key point, use the dash action to go back to basically starting point is the idea. Because
I'm gonna say you still take 30 feet. You still got 30 feet because you did on this turn. You did fail the strength check.
25, 30. Yeah, I'd probably go like right next to Clary. Actually, here, I think that. Oh well, actually, I can go there. Yeah,
Buddies.
30.
Yep. Is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Up next in initiative is Clary. But before we do Clary, fucking Misty, roll me a d6, please.
A D6? What the fuck? I'm not prepared for this.
I know.
5.
5. Roll again.
2.
Roll again.
Jesus Christ, Max. 5.
Roll again. For
Let's
fuck's
play a
sake, Misty.
D4 at this point.
2.
What the f-
Okay. 1.
1. Okay.
You
Right.
tell me to roll again, I'm gonna piss and cry.
No, because you didn't roll a 2 or a 5. I'm not going to make you roll again. So, you all hear kind of like a snapping noise. As you look around, a section towards the, to this point, a section of the roof there
To the
collapses.
northwest, east, northeast.
Northeast, thank you. You see a section of the roof has caved in, pinning a young magpie Aarakocra to the ground.
That didn't pick up,
That didn't get
Misty.
picked up on Discord, but
Misty
Misty just let out
screamed.
the most horrific squeal.
If only I was
Magpies are
standing
my
there, I
favorite
could've deflected it.
Motherfucker, you can't redirect the roof.
You better be, man!
Alright, Clary. I'm gonna need a strength saving throw, please.
Not with
I'm
that
not
attitude, by
flying.
the way.
You're not, because you're on the ground. I know.
Are you sure? I was rolled a d6 for my strength save. 19!
19. Kind of on the ground, you dig your talons into the ground. You have your full walking movement.
30 feet, right?
30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna... 30 feet, I can get just next to the magpie, okay.
Yeah.
What did you say was happening with the magpie?
So a section of the roof has fallen, and is now pinning this young Aarakocra to the ground.
I want to try and lift whatever's pinning them.
You know what that sounds like, Grim?
It sounds like a strength check.
Sounds like an athletics check.
Strength is like my strength is my dump stat.
Well, I found it funny that you went to do this.
That's a 5?
You are straining your muscles. They are, sat there like.
This is the lowest thing for Clary, but she is stubborn, so she will try.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work. This Aarakocra is still like trapped under there, panicking.
A bonus
bonus
action. Can I do anything? I will take my cunning action and hide. No.
Hide in the rubble next to the magpie Aarakocra.
Well, there's nothing I can do. I'll just stand here. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Ready
You
to
give it one
try
good try, and
again.
then you just stand there. Like,
No, I'm
"Oh,
probably
well."
just still attempting, but just not doing anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Up next on initiative is Nazora. Nazora, what would you like to do?
I was hoping that I would have some form of attack that would be forceful and it be able to push something back, but apparently I don't. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and secure my footing as I try and get this.
Save.
Yeah.
Wait, it's like you remember.
As I try and get this person to safety. It's just straight strength, isn't it?
Strength save.
Yeah, it's a 7.
A 7. You are half movement again. These winds kind of pushing you all over the place.
Okay. On the bright side, I do look to be only 15 feet away from the door, so I will take it. I'm gonna try and cover this little Robin Aarakocra as much as I can. And just like push them towards the door. And like shield them
Okay.
from anything coming by.
Okay. Okay. Do a persuasion check for me real quick. I know it's a case of like, oh, you know, it makes sense for you to leave, run away, go, go, go. But it's also a case of like this child is scared, so you need to kind of overcome that. Like, fucking hell. Okay, that was a Tom microphone moment.
Oh my goodness.
This is a persuasion for 8 total. I think is that what it was? Is that your persuasion mod?
Probably. Hang on, let me check.
Have a look.
Persuasion is +5, so that's a 6.
Plus 5, 6. This child is scared. You know, you can forcefully move them, but
Yep,
it
backup
will
plan.
mean
Where's
that
my strength?
I mean, you can move them. They're not going to resist, but also you're moving at half speed whilst doing this, and you're already at 50.
Yeah, I know.
So you're at like I think you can move them 5 feet.
Right. Okay.
So.
In that case, seeing that this has failed,
I mean, are you moving them 5 feet?
would I be? Yeah. Give me a second. I just want to see if I could do. No, it wouldn't work. Okay. I was gonna see if I could like Eldritch blast the back of myself and then just launch me and this kid out the door, but I don't think I can because I don't think
No.
Eldritch blast works that way.
It does not. Like, it's force, but it's almost like you're hitting someone with like just like a beam of like a rock. You know, it's not like you're a fucking rocket man. You know.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna shove the kid to the door as much as I can. I get probably around halfway there.
You get there.
Yeah. And then
Good progress.
do I actually have any bonus actions I can do there?
I'm gonna say this is your movement to do this because like you can move a creature using your movement at half speed if they're not resisting. This one isn't resisting, it's just not helping. So you do have an action if you would like to use that.
Okay. I'm going to Fey Presence on this child to terrify them into running away from me out the door.
Hope we don't run the opposite direction.
Okay, remind me how this works.
It's a DC 15 wisdom saving throw from the kid.
Okay, and what exactly happens?
I cause a creature in a 10-foot cube from me to make this saving throw and become charmed or frightened by you, my choice, until the end of your next turn.
Okay, frightened condition. I had to look at this last session, didn't I?
It's literally just they can't attack. No, they attack you with disadvantage, and they have to move away from you. They can't go to war.
They can't willingly move close to the source of fear. So this child can't move closer to you.
But my hope is that being a child, it's going to spur them to run away.
If they fail.
Yeah.
What was the DC?
15.
It met it, man. I'm sorry.
Man!
I mean, I'm giving it a flat roll, and that was a 15 on the die.
The child!
The child who's already scared!
Yeah.
Bro!
It's already frightened.
No. It'll be
Give
disadvantage
that child
on the
a
save.
minus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unanimous disagreement from all of the players here.
The party hates you, Max.
Don't worry, it's okay. Every DM has this happen once in their life.
He's gone. He's back.
We killed him.
He's back.
Nizora gains 5 levels of exhaustion.
Man.
Right, disadvantage 14. There you go.
Yippee!
Anyway, action is done. Bonus action.
I don't have anything I can do with my bonus action.
Okay, Vody the Moldy.
Ooh, moldy.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll that
Why did I
strength
fucking
save.
full name Vody? Yeah, strength save, please.
That's an 11.
That's a fail. You got half speed this turn, bud.
I only need half speed. Remove.
You cocky bastard.
That's all I need.
All I need to do is move over to this
Help!
Eric.
Help!
Yeah, I need to
Okay.
help.
Roll an athletics check. It's gonna be a slightly
With advantage now?
easier
Oh.
No, it's gonna be a slightly easier DC because Clary is helping.
I was gonna-
That's a 2 on the die for a 5.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
that's
we
a
are
fail.
doing terribly.
Okay, got it. So third time's the charm. I'll be over there in a minute.
How many
guys.
idiots
Just
does
wait
it
for
take
me.
to lift a plank?
Yo,
At
I'm
least
gonna go over there
3.
and do
I don't
something
know.
absolutely boss. I'm gonna do it with my finger or something. Like just.
I
flip it
mean,
over.
the person here with the highest strength. Actually, I don't know. Davine is probably stronger than me. Is kind of
Davine,
preoccupied.
Devine, what's your strength mod? What's your strength
It's
mod?
only +1.
Yeah, so's
1.
mine.
The
have so many
person in the
+1s.
party, the person in the party with the highest strength is Azriel, and they're not
Azrael,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
even
Azrael's
then, their
only a
strength
13.
is a 14. 14.
That's plus
Uh,
2. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. Anything you'd like to do as a bonus action, Voldy?
No, not really.
We're just here like.
Okay.
Well,
We
then,
get to the top of initiative again. The wind is staying in the same direction towards the northeast. Yeah. Devine, you are at the top of initiative. I just actually hold on.
I'll just roll
Okay.
my die ahead of time.
Yep. Roll your strength save, please.
Please be good. Oh, let's go. That's a 19, and it's +3, so it's actually a 22.
Yep. You have your full movement this turn.
Holy cow! I don't even need
One
this
thing
much
I will
movement.
say,
Let's go, then.
as you guys are kind of looking around, you can see that Zagrua is straining against this wind. You can see that like almost runes and things are appearing in the air. Some of them are being broken by the wind. It looks like they can probably get it under control, but they are struggling at this point.
Fuck do you help
All
them?
right. Is there any room underneath this like piece of roofing?
Yeah, I mean you can.
Can
I
like,
know what you want to do. I
wanna
know
slide
exactly
under
what
it.
you want to
I really
do.
want to slide under it, please.
Roll me an acrobatics on this.
Oh, my best one? Yeah, I'll roll you an acrobatics.
What's your
yeah.
acrobatics?
It should be actually pretty good. My acrobatics has a +5 to it.
Yeah, acrobatics is dex
I didn't
based.
actually.
Ow!
I didn't actually roll that amazing. It's 11 +5 though. It's a 16. So
16. Yeah, you find like this little area that you you can fit under. You slide underneath, next to this Aarakocra, who is like, why have you done this?
as I'm gonna start pushing up on it, and then instead of pushing up on it like normal, all of a sudden Devine like strains, and then he feels like some weird feeling, and he's like, "Whoa, what the?" And then he like pushes it, and instead a blast of air, a cone, I believe it's like a cone of wind, 30 feet, pushes the thing off.
Yeah. So Devine, as Devine is led underneath this, their scales at the start of the fight became a pure white color. As they are underneath this debris with this Aarakocra, these scales begin to glow. You see the kind of like your hands are kind of encompassed by twisters, and with a kind of a immense amount of effort, you channel this huge gust of wind, pushing this debris upwards, so, like holding it against the roof. I will say, as long as you're, using your action, you're keeping that in place, allowing that Aarakocra to get out.
I'm
However-
also looking at it in awe as it's happening.
However, if you stop using your action, it's going to drop. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, no, I'm standing there now. I'm stuck. That's my position. I should actually probably
Yeah.
put myself right there.
You're about there. Yeah, you're. Hold on, trying to grab the circle. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's right. Anything you would like to do as a bonus action,
There's nothing
That
I can
means-
do right now. So no.
Oh,
Otherwise, I'm crushed
okay.
and dead.
oh dear. Okay. Up next in initiative would be Clary. However, Plunk, can you roll me a d6?
All right.
And then half the result.
I mean, it was a 1.
It's a
Yes,
1.
0.5.
Okay. Okay. Essentially, it's a d3. So 1 and 2 are a thing. You know what I'm trying to say. As you guys are kind of looking around, you see next to Zagrua, this kind of, you see a twister begin to form, and it almost seems to look alive. It kind of whips around violently, as if it's about to attack Zagrua. But up next in the initiative is Clary. Yippee! Way!
I gotta roll my strength.
You do.
16.
You passed. You got full movement this turn.
Okay, Clunk, I'm gonna let you deal with this magpie.
All right.
The magpie is alive, by the way. I just want to point that out.
I'm gonna move. Thing. Does it look like I can hit this like tornado thing?
It does look like you can hit it, but in the sense of, like you getting your movement kind of like slows and buffets some of the winds, so you're kind of like slowing it down, if that makes sense.
You know, slowing it down is better than nothing. I'm not gonna use my psychic blaze because I doubt I can hit wind with psychic energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Roll to hit.
I'm just gonna use Sorry, I gotta read something. I haven't used this.
Right.
What is actually? And okay, I'm just gonna use a dagger.
Yeah, you roll to hit.
That is a 14 to hit.
That will hit the air. Yes.
Do I get sneak
Roll
attack damage
damage.
because I have an ally within 5 feet?
I believe sneak attack says something along the lines of like if you attack a creature with an ally within 5 feet. Read it through for me quickly.
Okay. Oh no, it does say one creature. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is air, and air is not a creature.
Well, you said
wish
the
there
air
was a
was
creature.
alive.
I said it
Say,
looks
this seems like
alive.
an elemental.
It's only a D4 damage.
I said it looks alive.
Okay.
D4 damage.
Plus 3. That's 5. Slashing, piercing. 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage. So this kind of you sink your dagger in. It slows some of the movement, but it doesn't bring it to a full stop.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. Do it again. Roll to hit.
That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Yep.
I think with 2 weapon you don't get the modifier on the second attack, do you?
I don't think you do.
You don't add it. Okay, so that's only another 2 piercing damage.
Yep. There's kind of these 2 quick cuts across this almost tendril-like formation of air. It slows down a decent amount. Not fully stopped though. Anything else on your turn? Okay. Up next in initiative is Nazora.
Yippee! Did
Strength
my
save.
did the kid end up trying to run, or
No, not yet.
what do you mean not
Well,
yet?
so
It's been a full turn.
You did it on your turn.
Yeah?
Yeah, now it's been a full turn.
Okay, alright. Child strength save. Hold on. I fucking missed the dice tower.
Oh, how did you
13.
miss it?
Failed.
It's huge.
Because I'm amazing. Yeah, okay. The child fucking runs out. Nazora, strength
Nice.
save.
I got a 12.
Fail. Half movement.
Yep. Okay, well, there's not much I can do with half movement. I don't really think anyone's nearby me enough for me to help. So I'm gonna I guess 5, 10, 15. I can make it to Clary and Zagrua just about. Who's this white circle with us, by the way?
The white circle is this it's like a tendril of air, which is like threatening to attack.
That's the tornado.
Zagrua.
Okay.
Yeah, little
Right.
tornado.
In that case, I don't really want to Eldritch Blast it because I feel as though that could go horribly wrong. You know?
Why? Why do
Though-
you think this?
Is that glass behind it? I'm just curious if that's
It
glass
is.
or like
It is
cage.
glass behind it. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Because
yeah,
I-
okay.
I feel as though if you shoot a tornado, all you're doing is putting bullets, giving a tornado bullets. Like,
Well, yeah, but also consider the fact that you're not doing it with physical things. You're using a magic thing.
yeah.
mystically
So
win.
I'd be giving a tornado an Eldritch Blast.
More energy.
Or the force of the tornado gets lessened.
I don't trust that you're trying to edge me into doing. No, that's the wrong terminology.
You also
I-
could just what if
listen.
you just went into it? Then it has no room to occupy space with the wind, and then
Get in the eye of the
it's- it
just
storm.
works,
It's air. B-man, it's air. What
well,
are you
yeah, but air
fucking on
can't
about?
move around if there's not like space to move around. If there's gusty winds and then you put that gusty wind into a box, I mean, there's nothing to move around that gusty wind anymore. Same
mean-
with, like obstructing a wind. Like you can't.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I'm.
Um.
This is out of
yeah,
character, anyways. Don't use
Yeah,
this in your
no,
reviews,
it's
guys.
alright. It's alright.
Okay, I feel as though I have nothing I can do that will really help otherwise, so I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it. I'm sorry. If it goes
Yeah, that's
horribly wrong, then wait, no, I'm in melee range. Green Flame Blade.
Don't worry about it. It's air. It's air. Don't worry.
What do you mean?
It's air.
You can make the attack without disadvantage.
No, I
'Cause it's not a
I
physical
know,
thing.
but no,
It's not a
I
physical
wasn't.
thing.
freaking out about this, and it's probably like nothing.
That wasn't what they were saying.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm not worried about the disadvantage. I realized I was in melee range, so I don't have to use a ranged attack. I have Green Flame Blade, so I'm gonna use Green
Oh,
Flame
okay.
Blade.
Sorry. My bad. Do that then. Sorry.
And stab it with what am I stabbing it with? A dagger.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Yeah, get that freaking wind, man.
Yeah,
wind
that's a that's a 9.
Screw that wind. I prefer miss.
Yippee!
Yeah.
That's gotta be its AC, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It's air. You hit. Roll damage.
Yippee! Oh, I just
Fair.
hit a tornado with fire. Okay.
Magical fire.
Okay, so that's a D4.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1 plus 2
Uh-huh.
is 3, and then what does Green Flame Blade add? An extra. Hang on. Speed read. And you can cause green fire to leap from targets on a hit. The target sustains the weapon's attack normal effects and second. What? No, hang on. I'm really confused.
Give me 1
It's
second.
okay.
Let me
Ah.
get your sheet up.
I'm pulling up just Green Flame Blade as the spell.
Don't you? I might be mistaken. Don't you use the damage from Green Flame Blade
Suffers
from
the weapons-
the
okay.
attack? No.
The target suffers the weapon attacks normal effects, and you can use you can cause green fire to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice.
Why did I do that?
I'm just gonna fuck it. Just put it on the fucking tornado.
Thank you. I'm silly.
Yeah, I know.
The fire damage is
Fire
equal
damage
to your
equals to
spellcasting mod.
spellcasting mod. Okay.
So plus 5.
7.
7 damage.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
modifier. Oh, yeah, it's plus 5, sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking at the
So
spell
you-
attack.
You kind of slash in with this dagger. It begins to sputter, slowing down. You see that the tendril of air becomes green with the fire. Before it poofs and vanishes. Let me just yeah, it disappears. It is gone.
Killed a tornado. How do you feel
You
about
did.
that? You're a
Congratulations.
wind
How
murderer.
did you killed air? That thing you need to live. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. I take it the wind is still going crazy.
The wind in the building is still going crazy. Yeah. But
Yeah,
that
okay.
torrent of air is no longer going crazy.
That's fine. I will take it.
Up next in initiative is Clunk. But before Clunk does the thing, Mr. Man, can you roll a d4 and half the result for me, please?
1.
1. Okay. You see that the central glass chamber begins to crack.
Oh,
Oh, no.
shit.
There are a number of like random Aarakocras, some elves and dwarves and stuff that are kind of nearby. I'll draw a circle with like some of them in.
We're on phase 2.
Clunk, can you do me a fucking strength save?
Yep.
Thank you, bud.
That's a nat 1 on the die for
Uh-oh.
a 2.
That's a fail. Half movement.
Alright. I just want to confirm this magpie is free from the rubble.
Yeah, this magpie is free. You know,
But
they're fucking
currently underneath it.
running away.
Kind of.
They
Oh,
ran
they're
away.
running?
They're starting to run away.
Oh! I thought they were.
Okay.
They haven't gone fully out, but they're starting to get out.
Okay, I just want to confirm.
Sorry, I should have been doing that. A lot of stuff to manage on this one.
That's fair. And you said this blue circle is a bunch of elves and other people
Yeah,
by the glass.
Basically, just a bunch of people. Yeah, next to the glass.
I'm going to move over and start yelling and motioning for them to start moving towards the door and get out of the way.
That sounds like a persuasion check.
Alright.
What?
We persuaded a kid. Now time to persuade
You know what,
some
that's a good one. 17 on the die for an 18.
17? 18? Ooh. Yeah, these people begin fucking bolting. Some of them stumbling over each other. They're gonna take the dash action and just fucking get out of town.
If not, it was gonna get a little windy behind them.
It would. Well, I mean, yeah, we can. Davina still stood there going like, fucking like.
Just walk behind them and then just blow them out of the door.
Motherfucker looks like Tenzin at the moment. It's great.
Let's go.
Yeah. Is that everything you'd like to do, or is there anything else you would like to do? Steak.
Nothing else I can think of.
Oh, okay. Well, up next in initiative is Davine. I need to roll the direction of the wind quickly. No one needs to roll a d6 this time because there's only one thing left. The wind goes back down towards the south. You see that Zagrua. Actually, let me just. I do need to roll one thing. Where's that? Where is that dice? There's that dice. Zagrua, still straining against the magic. You see that he kind of like quickly does like a number of hand gestures and like multiple sets of runes begin filling in. Rolled a natural 20 on this one.
Oh, my
three-
man.
It's it's a +2 successes on this. But you also see that Zagrua begins to start sliding backwards, being pushed by the winds and things. He looks up at you all and shouts, "If I'm too far away, I can't do this. I need you to stabilize me." So, yeah. Davine, if you can do me a strength save.
Ooh, that one's not so great.
Don't say that.
Okay. It's a 7. It's half.
A 7. Half movement. So you're at 30
it.
feet of movement.
Yes.
You are
that's
still
insane.
also having to use your air.
Yes.
Now,
I'm curious how far. Well,
you can
30
get to
feet.
him. You can get to him.
I might as well do this. I'm going to bonus action dash to actually reach 40
Okay.
feet.
So, before you move,
Okay.
it's okay. You've already moved. Before you move, I'm gonna need you to make a dex save. All right?
Dex save.
Because if you're running away, the rubble is gonna start falling again.
Oh, I can't like sprint out of the way real quick? Oh heck.
I mean,
Okay.
seeing as you're half movement anyway. Yeah,
That's
you're gonna
true.
need to make it.
Okay, so wait, you said a dex save or just a dex check?
Dex save.
Dex save? Okay, I kill it then. It's an 18. Total.
18.
Yeah, I got.
You fucking
Excellent.
dodge this huge chunk of rubble that's falling.
And I sprint across this whole entire area. I got like wind streaming like through my scales. I got like a little like wind effect on me. Then I get all the way
Yeah.
down here, and then
Yeah.
I want it to be like I never turned off the wind effect, and I accidentally am still doing it. But now instead, I'm doing it like in the direction
Less?
of this guy. Like. This
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just
What was it? It was
opposing forces, he
your
ain't gonna
what's the
move.
DC? Well, he's not gonna move, but there is a side effect to this wind, which I don't know if B-Man read.
I did read it, and I only just remembered it now. You know what?
Can you
Listen,
can you
I
figure
feel
out that DC for me real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a.
It doesn't matter. It's a natural 1.
Oh god!
It's a natural 1.
Oops. This is absolutely an accident, and I love it though.
What did you do?
So
I don't know.
So as a, I'll just say for everyone, basically, B-Man has a thing with this cone of wind, where any creature caught in this cone of wind, which would actually also include Nazora and Clary. So Clary and Nazora, can you make strength saves for me real
Oh
quick?
god! What
still
have
don't know what it
you
is.
done?
Isn't
Uh,
it? Hold on.
5.
It's a 5. That's a fail at
19.
minimum. That's probably a pass. So Zagrua and Nazora are pushed 10 feet north. So you both slam into the glass.
Oh
Yippee!
no!
I tried real hard here, but I think I might have messed up. I just pinned everybody against the glass.
Oh no!
I like to imagine Nazora's hair has all come completely out of its bun now, and now it's just like an absolute mass that's bigger than a torso, and it's all just pressed flat against this fucking glass along with her face. Not even recognizable as a person anymore.
Just floof.
God, I really should have told you to look at this beforehand.
See, I did look at it. I didn't think that would happen. I thought I could use it in a way that would just like support him, but I didn't think about the fact that technically this is just gonna, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Fucking.
I'm gonna roll with it.
We're gonna roll with it as well. Zagrua, this wind. They did fail the same, so they're gonna stumble. Which means
I
they're
like
gonna
the-
have disadvantage on their next check.
I thought the free action. Whoops.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like a free action.
He's gonna have
whoop your
disadvantage
ass.
on his next check. Actually, I'm gonna have him make a concentration check real quick. Ooh, okay.
Great concentration.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he's fine. It's fine. Sorry, I misread the dice. He is struggling at this point.
Honestly, I would too.
Yeah.
Essentially, I'm going to give him another fail on his success fail chart thing. Nazora, you get fucking pushed against the glass. Fuck's sake. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, B-Man?
Yeah, maybe stop doing that and just use like maybe like my last 5 feet of movement just to walk forward instead, so I can support him more physically rather than yeah, that.
You know what? I'm gonna say you don't even have to use your fucking full action to stop it. I'm just gonna say you go like, oh shit,
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have it that hard, and you
Oopsie,
fucking
sorry.
reduce the air. Fucking hell, man. This is the thing about doing homebrew feats. Yeah. Okay.
I love
Is that your turn? Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. Up next in initiative is Clary.
What the fuck do I do?
I mean, you can just fucking like give him a hand, and
I'm
then.
going around.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the
Yeah.
other side of him.
Well, I mean, strength save first.
Is strength
I mean, you
save-
can make it regardless, but
Yeah,
still.
I'll still make it. I was a 9 anyway.
Yeah, you made it still.
And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna support his back and
Yeah.
front.
Okay. Okay. Well,
And
at this
sides?
point, I will say that you are all supporting him enough that he is able to finish up his spell. You see that the the central fucking chamber of glass, it goes from when you kind of came into this room, it was like a twister. You see that it kind of slows down, and the air begins flowing upwards. You hear like the kind of the rattling of various pipes around, as this warm air fills them. Zagrua kind of looks at you all, and you just hear him go, "Well, I mean, up until the last part of that, you were doing fantastically. Mr. Tetzlarkin, we're going to have a conversation about this ability that you've unlocked."
He's currently
And
like
you see
glowing
that
white,
he
probably
is
fading
not
away,
happy.
right?
Yeah.
Well, you're
sitting
gonna
there
have to have the talk.
Yeah, you're gonna have a talk with Dad.
You're in trouble.
Sorry, Dad.
You're in trouble.
Okay, I'll go
But-
to my room.
Well, what was I gonna say? As you all kind of take a moment to relax, the wind's kind of having died down and everything of being a bit calmer. You do hear the sounds of people outside, like chattering. Nazora, you have a little look through fucking Doug's eyes, and you can see that Meredith is still there. Doug is still there. Everyone's fine. As you guys are kind of relaxing, you hear the sound of someone approaching. Kind of entering from the southern entrance exit. You guys see a Dragonborn. Another Dragonborn. I mean, you've only seen 3 so far.
God, it's like waiting for a bus. One doesn't go in, then 2 show up at once.
This Dragonborn is a blue Dragonborn.
Why are you blue?
Devine.
Sorry.
It's alright. It's alright. Devine, you recognize this figure.
Mhm.
It is a female Dragonborn.
Oh wait,
It is not your
this-
mother. It's not your mother.
No,
Um,
it wouldn't be, but I think I might know who.
I know who this is.
Do you know who this is?
No, I don't know.
Not in character.
Not you.
Wait,
Not
no, I
you,
don't.
B-Man.
Listen, I was looking
I
at my
w-
info page. It's not on here. I read it wrong.
Yeah,
That's
I was
a
gonna
he,
say,
not a her.
I completely forgot. I forgot that I already gave you a blue Dragonborn in your backstory. Whatever.
Different one.
Yeah, sorry. You see this blue Dragonborn woman. This woman is covered in a mixture of kind of like navy and light blue scales, carrying a large great axe. And they are covered in like jewels and jewelry and necklaces and things like that. She wears very like fitting clothes in kind of dull whites and greys, but is very muscular.
Do I recognize them from the Tald? Oh,
Smash.
muscular. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say.
They stand at about 6'6". They have like curved horns and deep yellow eyes. Devine, you recognize this figure as Imeri Falzir, another member of the Tald.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Let me write this one down. Where's
Imeri Falzir. I'll send you the name in a second. But basically, IMERI Falzir. Falzere. Control C and Control Zing it into putting it in no.
I already failed spelling that, so I'm just gonna take the. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
And B-Man, it's quite fitting that you said, "Oh, a Wooga," to this character because they were considered quite attractive by kind of Dragonborn standards.
Even by our Kokra standards, Ooga.
This kind of woman walks up to you and is like, "It's good to see you again, Sharpscale," and holds out a hand.
Hi, and then I guess doesn't really handshake because doesn't want to handshake, but you forget he has
Right,
contact
yes.
issues.
Right, yes, sorry. I was hoping to find you here. I remember you mentioned that you had a certain task to accomplish.
Yeah.
And
Where did you come from? Wait, why are you here? Is everybody here?
not everyone, but I'm I I've come to find you. Sorry, what happened here? There's a lot of
Wind went the
noise.
wrong way.
Devine still is like unfading from like white, I assume, right?
Yes,
It only
that is
lasts a
actually a
minute.
very good point.
So like he
It does.
currently barely even looks like Devine. I guess the only way to
Well-
tell would be like the sharp scales and like the straps across. There's also now a
Yes.
dragon on him. I just realized there's now.
Yeah, that is another thing. I mean that's two very important things quickly.
There's so much
So
happening.
as you kind of these white scales kind of leave, you kind of look over it, and Mary is kind of sat there looking at these new scales that have formed over you since you have last seen them, which has been like maybe a month, kind of minimum. The Mary kind of looks over at you and is like, "Well, I guess that kind of confirms what I was thinking. But your parents, Dala and Vester, they wanted me to bring you back. Apparently, Abaddon had some kind of message regarding you. And they
A
sent me
vision?
to come find you. Yes, they. It was a vision from, I think it was a sapphire dragon. But
Hey, he was saying how he didn't have a vision. Let's go. Good for him.
well, yes.
Oh no, it's not good
But-
news, is it?
It's well, the dragons have been what's the word? They have been reaching out to various members of the Tald. Something about an emissary having been chosen.
Oh shoot, that's me.
Chosen one.
Yes, and I think you can understand why we are wanting to bring you back now, huh?
I was already on my way to ask the council here, actually, if they knew of any nearby dragons. Well, that was my intent until we got a little distracted. A little bit of a side tangent here. But,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, I guess I should head back. I think I was going to question if there's any dragons that maybe our clan wouldn't know about before we head out. Of course, I know we're very knowledgeable, but it's good to ask other people to figure out the lay of the land. Typically, we only go between the, the king and queen's claw. So
Well, yes. We do have some things to talk about, especially these new scales of yours.
oh yeah, you
Uh,
like them? Pretty snazzy. Oh wait, where did the white go?
Yes, I did see that leaving. It does confirm something I had suspicions of, which is well, I think you may have multiple instances of draconic blood in you, which
Oh yeah,
would
we kind of
explain the
we
sharp
figured that one out.
scales.
Yeah, I think we figured that one out, kind of.
Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, Abaddon mentioned that it was very important to get you back, as soon as possible, really.
Well, as soon as possible, but I'm sure I still need some time to finish things up here. I mean, I know it's a rush, but I do need some time to talk it over with these guys and, like I said, I still kind of do want to try and talk with the council if that's still possible. I turn it back to the guy who was the council member who was here. I know you also want to talk with me about the whole entire thing with my like power thing. Yeah, we should probably talk about that. Sorry about that. Then I turn back to
Zagrua kind of looks over at you guys and is like, yes, well, I will have a conversation with Mr. Teths Larkin here. And this new Dragonborn visitor, I presume? Yes.
Neither of us are
I think-
permanent, trust me. Just
yes,
stop him
I assumed given the nature of the Toad. But I believe for the rest of you, it may be beneficial for you to, well, explore the rest of the city at your own leisure. Or, I mean, plan your next steps. I know I spoke to Nozora, wasn't it? About your next steps. I believe
It was indeed.
It was the town of Gilvera that I advised that you check out along your trips.
Noted.
Gilvera.
Gilvera being the town. I realize I didn't give you the name last time, but I'm hopeful that you enjoy the rest of your time in Malbory. You are welcome to speak with the council again at some point, but yes.
I turn to Devine, walk up to him, give him a little. I stretch my arm up. Alexa, shut the fuck up! Telling me to take my medication.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Alexa, shut up! I'm having a moment.
Devine stares at you, confused, wondering what's happening.
I stretch up my arm
Larry,
to pat Devine on the back.
And Devine steps
Oh.
back.
yep.
I forgot about that.
I was
I'll-
waiting for it.
I'll
I knew what you
face-
were trying to say this
Yeah.
whole time.
I will face the
Yeah.
consequences. I go, ow, fuck. Okay. Well, we'll do the damage later. I'll take the damage.
Yeah, like 2 points.
Well, don't let us keep you. If you have some things to do, go do those things. Remember, you've got the stone if you ever need us.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say so long, see you guys around, of course, but also, I mean, shouldn't we hang out and have like a drink or something, talk about where you guys are going before, like everything? I mean, I know I just heard, like, you're going to...
You've got a lot on your plate, big guy.
Listen,
We'll be
calm
around
before
for
the
another
storm.
drink. You can hold me to that.
Ugh. Sure.
It's gonna be really awkward if
Another-
next time B-Man is here, Clary's dead.
Oh no, you know what's gonna happen actually? Out of character. I'm just gonna come into the channel sometime when you guys are streaming. I'm gonna say I'm using the sending stone. You guys are gonna get a little ring.
Yes!
I'm
Please,
gonna call you
please
next
clear
session.
that with me beforehand.
Imagine
It's gonna be
mid-combat where you
mid-combat.
just...
Ring ring.
Hey guys,
Davine's
what's
giving
going
him
on?
time! Davine!
Oh yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about that drink. Contact's a little rough, guys. You going through a tunnel? What's that noise?
Well, does anyone else have anything they'd like to say to Devine before we wrap up the session? I know we're running over a little bit.
Well, it was nice seeing you all. I guess you're right. I should probably get going. It was nice meeting you, Clary, Nozora, Clunk. I didn't get to know a lot about you, but you're a pretty cool guy. I like you. Or
Thanks.
cool metal construct. I don't know how. Anyways, it's lovely to meet you all, see you all. Very lovely group. I don't know where the others are, but let them know that I also said it was lovely seeing them. And
Will do.
hey, Lalir, you got anything to leave them with?
Lear kind of like rides up, kind of wakes up. It seems Lalir has just kind of been napping through this entire ordeal.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Yeah.
you slept through that? How'd you... Dude, what the... Okay.
He's wind. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Lalir kind of, is like, what want? Why wake?
Oh, just saying goodbye to them. They're all pretty cool. Just say bye-bye.
Yes. You see Lalir kind of looks up, raises a pull, kind of shakes it back and forth in a language that you don't understand. you go. Lalir says, "Goodbye, meat sleep," and yeah, that's it.
What did you just say? Okay, anyway.
Yeah. I was gonna call
Um,
them meat sleeve, and then I realized no, that doesn't sound right, so I called them meat sleep. That
Davine
sounds
turns
something.
around to Mary and says, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is Allysair." And then I guess Davine walks out probably with the Mary for now.
Mary kind of is looking at you and just goes, "Yes, I was going to ask about the wormling. I believe you're going to have a lot to explain to Abaddon."
I'm a parent
that-
now.
And that, with those words, is going to be the end of today's session. I know we overran a little bit. Just didn't want it to be a thing of B-Man didn't get to have a little bit of a send-off.
B-Man, you
B-Man,
better
thank
be
you
here
so
again.
much. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll
B-Man,
call.
thank you so much for being for being the first guest of Allysair. It's been lovely having you, and I am
Hey, and I
very
won't be the
excited to have
last
you back
guest.
someday.
Okay.
You
I'll-
won't be the last guest.
Or I guess I won't be this won't be the only time that I'm here. I don't know how to
Yes,
word this.
I
That it
do.
sounds cool. You get it.
I do
I'm gonna
I
be
do
back.
have plans for you to come back. I'm excited to have you back.
Think you can get rid of me?
We can't just abandon
yeah,
the chosen
well,
one.
no, I can't.
Yeah.
B-Man, is
Do
there
any
any
avatar.
places you would are there any places where people can find you if they would so choose?
Oh yeah, I do have my YouTube. It's really the only place that I plan on putting anything, although I haven't put anything there for 2 years. I still suggest you go and check it out. It's B-Man Space Nomad. And you got my cute little avatar on there. It just says "am bat." It's pretty cool. Hey, also make sure to no, actually I don't have anything else. That's it. But hey, yeah. I thought I had something else in there. No, that's the only place.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, everyone. It's been a lovely session. I know it was a
I
bit
loved
hectic
it.
at some points.
It was good.
It was amazing.
It was
And
very
It was
fun.
fun.
yeah, I wanted it to be a bit more of a fun one for B-Man send off. I wasn't planning on starting any combats because I didn't want to have to, leave B-Man hanging. But yes, I hope you all have a amazing day, amazing night, amazing morning, depending on when you're watching this or if you were here live. And we will see you next week for episode 14. Ooh.
Whoa! Bye-bye, everyone. Bye!
Good luck,
Bye.
Allysair.
Everyone
Bye-bye.
scream
Bye.
bye.
Bye.